guys ready? I hope you're ready. I hope everything is synced up. I hope everything is working. Testing out some of my E3 setup. This is not where the camera's going to be. Just hold on a moment. I know you guys don't see me. Just chill. Just chill. Just chill. All right. Let's go. How you doing? Let me know if the audio is synced. Let me know. Please tell me the audio is synced. I don't know if the chat box is working right now. Something I'm trying to... Oh, there we go. Now the chat box is working. I had to change some of the chat box. I'll have to talk to my guy. The chat box is green right now. Not supposed to be green. I can't key it out. So, we'll make that work. We will make that work. Where is my... this thing. Okay. You're not... My mic is buffering. Is it delaying? Is it echo? Hold on. See, this is why we gotta test these things. Let me grab... Where is the thing? Hold on. Echo. Just hold on. Let me figure this out here. Okay. Is it better now? Ooh, no, it's not. Okay. It's choppy. Alright, hold on. Let me get the stream on my phone so I can mess with some settings. See, this is why we do all these tests. This is why we do these tests before E3. All right, we got it, right? We good? Good. Got it. See, this is why we do these tests. This is why we do these tests now. We do not want these kind of technical difficulties during E3. Okay? So what was happening was, I have a whole new stream set up, a whole new thing. So I haven't changed like my overall scene source on Streamlabs OBS in probably 2 years. So when I set this up, one thing I forgot to do was mute my video capture device, which is this. Now, the microphone on this camera isn't actually cutting out like that, but when it's over the HDMI cable, it does some weird things. But I don't use the audio off the camera. I have a real microphone in front of me. So, sorry about that. But hey, it's all synced up. Looks good. I don't need to fix any of the audio because I'm running my audio through a thing. Let me tell you, does this sound like anything else to you?
How's it going, everyone?
Did that change my voice? Please tell me it changed my voice. It's supposed to be changing my voice when I do that. So let me know if it worked. I mean, I guess I could play my own video. Listen. Let me try this. Oh, you guys know I love you. I don't even know what it sounds like. Yeah, baby. We did it. We've done it. I've officially figured out how to use my own equipment. Ba-bam. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I got that worked out. I don't know what sound effects and voices and different things I'm going to be using in the future, but I'm glad that I have it figured out. So now I know what to do. All right. Now that I have that working, let's get into the stream, shall we? First off, I'm going to shout out everyone that's here in the stream. I'm going to try to. We got 50 plus people watching. We're going to be talking about Nintendo's E3 plans today. We're going to be talking about Zelda's 35th anniversary, desires, wants, expectations, all the rumors, all that crap that we've talked about in the past, except now we're on a live stream. It's Q&A as well. You can always ask me questions. If you have questions for me, ping my name in the chat at Nintendo Prime. So it highlights it. You can also super chat in or donate in to get your questions to the top of the pile. Also, every super chat donation, we're doing shots tonight. So all $1 super chats or donations, we just do a little shot of Miller Lite. You know, no big deal, just a beer. For all $5 donations or super chats, we do a shot of McGillicuddy's here, Dr. Cherry. As for all $15 donations or super chats, we'll do a shot of Jägermeister. If we somehow get a $25 donation or super chat, we'll pull out the Captain Morgan Cannon Blast. This stuff's like 4 years old, so yeah. And if we get a 50 plus, it'll be a mystery one that I really don't want to do, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not actually thinking it's going to happen. As always, drink responsibly, and I will cut myself off if I feel like I hit a point that I've had too much. I am at home. Drink responsibly. I'm old enough. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Let me shout out everyone who's here in the chat. Are you guys excited for E3 2021? We got Jordan Game on here. We got Taradamel here. D-Rock is here. Christopher Lockhart. Aki Ross. Sweet Life of Dio Brando is here. JMS Sports Cards. Eric Isaac. Smashy Plays is here as well. Welcome. Oh, Timmy Jr. Timmy Jr.'s here. We got Shiny Ray 01. Terrain Namal. Josh Lightcap. 3 Dorado TV is here as well. Let's see here. I think I said hi to Christopher Lockhart. We got Josh Lightcap. Paul Dunn. Manish Plays. Rogue Demon. Steven Fremau. Let's see here. Versus Noctis is here. Noah Hinkle is here. The Jakeinator's here. Paul Dunn. Andrew Wisman. Shiny Ray 01. Let's see here. Smashy Plays is here. R is here. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Scrolling on. We got Jesse Derive. Josh Lightcap. Eric Isaac. I think I said hi to some of you guys already. Scrolling on down. If you want to shout out, say something in the chat. I'm scrolling down here right now. Jinko Cypher is here. Let's see here. Scrolling on down. Down, baby. Awesome. Awesome. I think Birdman's here as well. Thomas Tankzos. Cyrus Serrano is here. Slowmar16. Q-Tips. Joseph Lepley is here as well. Eduardo Canales is here. I'm Focused is here. All right. You guys look pretty excited. You guys get pretty excited, aren't you? A lot of you guys are pretty excited for E3. There's a lot of reasons to be excited for E3. Nintendo's there. Hello. Nintendo's back at E3, so we basically, barring anything else happening from now to then, we know when Nintendo's next big announcements for games are. It's either June 12th, 13th, 14th, or 15th, so we don't know the exact day yet. Hopefully here within a week, we should know. For E3 2019, last time there was an E3, Nintendo announced on May 9th their schedule / plans for E3 2019. Rumor has it, May 6th is when we're going to hear about it this year, which is what? Is that Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday this week. Who knows? All I know is sometime in the next week, I expect to hear the day Nintendo's going to do it, if they have Treehouse plans, how many hours they're going to be streaming for, if there's going to be tournaments that have been rumored, and probably like a teaser. They'll tease something that, oh yeah, tune into E3 to see more of this. Hopefully it's Breath of the Wild 2 they tease. Well, we'll see. Beyond that, obviously Microsoft is there, Square Enix is there, Capcom is there. I know Konami dropped out, but I mean, they probably didn't have anything super exciting to show anyways, just being honest. So a bunch of companies are there. So let's see. I see we had a couple questions earlier. We had JMS Sports Cars. Welcome to the stream. I saw your tweet about the possibility of Metroid, Samus, and Fortnite. Could that be part of Nintendo's plan for Metroid in 2021? So there's like a rumor. Is it a report? I can't remember. It's either a report or a rumor. I know there's a big difference. floating out there today. That's why Samus was trending on Twitter. That Samus Aran from Metroid was planned to be included in this season of Fortnite, but due to Metroid and COVID delays, it's either not going to happen or has been completely canceled or is completely pushed back. Most people leaning towards it's been canceled. I don't know if any of it's real at all. All I know is I'm all for Samus Aran being in Fortnite. I don't care if you guys like the people who play Fortnite or don't like the people who play Fortnite. Metroid needs the attention, damn it. Metroid is a A+ AAA IP that no game has sold better than 4.5 million. So the best-selling Metroid game of all time only has 4.5 million in sales. I'm sorry. I'll take all the attention you can get. If Fortnite could bring attention to the Metroid franchise and increase the player base and get more people to give the game a try, hell yeah, more power to it. Just like Smash Bros. Can push sales, so can games like Fortnite. So I'm all for it. If it's happening, I don't know. That's a thing out there, floating out there. Could be an E3 announcement. If it is real, I have no idea. It would be kind of cool because it is Metroid's 35th anniversary this year, so it would be a really cool shout out to that. Also, is there some Metroid coming this year? Are we getting, the Prime Trilogy HD? Are we getting a 2D Metroid that's been rumored? Are we going to finally see a real trailer for Metroid Prime 4? I don't think anyone expects Metroid Prime 4 this year, but could we see a reveal trailer? That would be kind of cool. Terendimo says, if there is a 35th Direct, what part of the month do you think it'll be? I don't think they're going to do a standalone Zelda 35th Direct. I know some people kind of got all in the tizzy today because a fake Nintendo America Twitter account tossed out, there's a Zelda Direct happening on the... It was fake. It almost got me for a brief moment because I was already editing my Zelda rumor video, and I'm like, oh, do I need to include this? Did Nintendo just... And then I looked at the account closely, I'm like, oh, that's the fake Nintendo America account that some people are just falling for. And then they ended up deleting the tweet, which I don't know why. Maybe people were giving them too much backlash because it looked too official. It was a really, really well done tweet and a really well done announcement image. I gotta give that Nintendo Amarina or whatever it is account some credit. That was very well crafted. So let's see here. If there's a third, so let me see. Going on, Aaron isn't really hyped. If I do set myself up for disappointment, well, Aaron, I can tell you a couple reasons to be hyped. All right, a couple reasons. One, obviously we know Nintendo is going to be there. Microsoft's going to be there if you happen to care about Microsoft stuff. So we're going to get some Nintendo game announcements. We're going to get some Microsoft game announcements. We're going to see Bethesda. We're going to see these companies. But okay, let's just say that you presume you're not going to see anything you're interested in during E3. It happens, right? And E3 can come and go, and there could just be nothing shown from all the companies that actually excites you. Okay, that's fine. It happens. We all have our personal preference in games, right? Like if you're someone who is really, really, really into something like World of Warcraft Shadowlands, and that's like the only game you play, because there are a lot of people that they really only play 1 or 2 games, and if there's no update on that game there, which there won't be because that would be safe for BlizzCon, but I'm just saying, like, hey, E3 might not be for you. It's one of those things where it kind of depends on what you're into. That being said, here's a couple reasons to be really excited for E3. One, we're doing a massive E3 show, right? On the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. Not only are we live streaming the entire E3 event, so everything that's happening with Greg Miller hosting, Microsoft, and Nintendo, and all of it, we're literally live reacting to the entirety of E3 right here on this channel, so you can at least come enjoy E3 with us and the Nintendo Prime community. We're also giving away a shitload of stuff. Thousands of dollars worth of collectibles, worth of Switches, consoles we're giving away, Pro controllers we're giving away, gift cards we're giving away, copies of games. We have several companies we have partnered with that I can't talk about yet, but we'll be talking about way closer to E3 that we have partnered with to give away a whole bunch of copies of games. We are going to be giving away a ton of stuff. We even have a buddy who's going through some really, really rare collectibles right now that we're hoping to procure to give away to you guys. As an example, in my the earlier Zelda video today, I announced we're giving away 2 Zelda hoodies during E3, right? These are hoodies they don't even make anymore. They're out of print. I have 2 brand new Zelda hoodies. These are from back in the day. This is like Twilight Princess era hoodies. They are sick. You can't find them anymore. I've got 2 of them on hand. They were originally MSRPing for $70 to $80. Not cheap. We're giving those away during E3. I'm also giving away one of those collector's coins. In fact, I think I got one sitting over here. 1 second. Do I? Yeah, here. This is my coin I'm keeping. I've broken the seal on it. But we're giving away one of these. This is a Breath of the Wild E3 2016 collector's coin. We're giving away one of these during the stream. These are a lot harder to come by these days. And I'm giving one away. This one's my personal one. I broke the seal. I opened it to hold in my hand. I'll show you guys. This is mine. I might give one this way. See? It's metal. It's real metal. It ain't fake. It ain't plastic or anything. Real metal. I don't know if it's actually bronze because it kind of has a bronze finish to it. But yeah, we're giving away one of those during our stream. Right? We're giving away a ton of stuff. So that's a huge thing to be excited about is, hey, if there's nothing being announced at E3 that you like, at least come watch us and get a shot to win stuff. We're also going to have competitions during E3. So while we're live reacting to E3, you guys will get a chance to go one-on-one against me or Eric, the co-host of the Nintendo Prime Podcast, in Smash Bros, maybe Splatoon, whatever we decide. You will get a chance to go one-on-one and win prizes. In addition to the giveaways, you can win stuff. Also, hey, Eric and I are also going to be playing against each other throughout E3, and there's going to be punishments for whoever loses, right? If we do like a best 2 out of 3 or whatever we end up deciding to do, there will be punishments like, like the hot chip challenge. I know that's going to be one of them for sure, and a few others out there. So yeah, we have some crazy stuff. We got these really disgusting sodas that are going to be implemented in that we had a fan send to us. We are having a crazy fun E3 show. So if nothing else, if there's nothing else to be excited for, we hope that if you tune in on any of those 4 days, because I don't realistically expect any of you to catch the entirety of all of our streams, but because they're like 12 hours long, 4 days in a row, right? It's a lot. But if you do, if you happen to catch it, well, let me tell you, it's going to be a good time. All right. Can we get a hell yeah? Just going in deeper into the chat question. Remember, if you have a question for me, ping it in the chat, ping my username, or you can super chat it or donate to get it in. We're doing shots tonight for all of that. We'll see what happens. Heard we get some Zelda news in late May. So one bit of news I know we're getting this month. We are getting news on Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC this month. I know that's happening. Like, I can plant my flag in the ground and definitively say we are getting news on the DLC for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Besides that, I have no idea. So I don't think we're getting a Zelda 35th Direct this month. Maybe during E3. Is there a 35th Direct? What part of the month will it be? Again, as I said, I don't think we're getting one. It'll be during E3. Will there be Nintendogs for Switch? I don't think so, Thomas. Timmy! Oh, Timmy! Yeah! What's up, Timmy Jr.? Did you announce the winner of April's giveaway? I must have missed it. No, you didn't miss it. No, I didn't announce the winner yet. There is so I'll just be honest with you. I'm waiting on a paycheck. I don't want to announce the winner until I have the money. I had the money, then an unexpected bill came, so just kind of waiting on that next paycheck, and then bam, we'll announce the winner because the day I announce the winner is also the same day I want to get them their money like that. I want to be able to send it to them like that. So I haven't announced it. The winner's already been drawn. I know who the winner is. They have not been contacted. Nobody's been contacted. Nobody's been announced. But yes, a winner's been drawn. I will announce it when the check arrives. Should be here by either the end of this week or end of next week. Hopefully that makes sense. When do you think a Fire Emblem game will be remade? Says Josh Berkowitz. I have no idea. I have no clue. Maybe E3. I mean, there's a rumor out there about some remakes happening. With the rumors of Ocarina of Time, says I'm Focused, coming to digital form, what do you think of the possibility that they may bring DS/3DS games to the Switch via online store? I think the possibility is quite high. I think, according to Nate the Hate, he thinks that's exactly what's going to happen. He thinks that instead of the DS, 3DS ones, they're going to bring Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask N64 versions to Nintendo Switch Online. So we'll see. I would like to know what your prediction on the Fire. I assume you mean prediction. I don't have a prediction for that. Let me see here. Scroll on down. Please answer my question. Hey!
Let's calm down in the chat. Calm down. Do not make demands of me.
For real though, don't make demands. Chillax. We're here to have fun. All right. Are you also going to stream PC Gaming Show? If it's part of E3, yes. I think they're doing it outside of E3, and if it interrupts E3, then no. Because there's going to be stuff happening during the E3 event. If they decide to include the PC Gaming Show in the E3 event, which I really hope they do, then absolutely. So it's a timing thing. I'm pretty sure the PC Gaming Show is just doing their own thing and running while E3 is going on, which is going to be a bad... They shouldn't do that. But we'll see. Crispy, welcome, Crispy. Says, hey, bro, I know you're talking right now, but do you have tips for someone that's trying to get into content creating? Do you have any tips?
Do it for the love of the game.
No, seriously, just don't do it for any other reason than you enjoy it. Find something you enjoy making content on, whatever it is. Maybe you like to live stream because you really enjoy playing Apex or something. Maybe, or Minecraft or whatever game you like to play. Maybe you really love video editing, so you want to make shorter videos with some really fancy, cool edits. Maybe you want to get into animation. Maybe you want to report news like I do sometimes. Maybe you want to do XYZ, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. You know, you figure it out. But you find something you're passionate about, and you just make the content because you're having fun with it. That's the big thing. Have fun with it. All you need to be a content creator is a phone. If you have a smartphone, even if it's an older one, you have everything you need to be a content creator already here in this phone. You don't need a fancy camera like I am. You don't need the mic. You don't need this professional light over here. You don't need, what is this? Between the computer, well, especially with GPU prices right now, you don't need a $1,500 custom-built desktop that I put together myself, combined with, thousands of dollars in monitors. And like, I have a bunch of crazy equipment that no YouTuber my size in the right mind should have. But I'm just that crazy. I'm just that crazy. But all you need is your phone. There's even free video editing programs for phones. Let's see here. Since the official Rabbids Twitter changed to Mario Rabbids, what do you think Nintendo and Ubisoft are ready to announce? Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle 2? I actually do expect Ubisoft to announce Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle 2 at E3 because of that change. That change can't be coincidental. There hasn't been any major updates. Nothing has come out of that name change yet, which tells me they're just preparing the account for E3. Let's see here. What's up, Brian C?
Welcome to the stream.
How's it going, man? Nate, do you think Metropolitan Trilogy will come to Switch or Samus Returns? Both. Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know if Samus Returns is going to come. I do expect Metro Prime Trilogy, but we've been expecting Metro Prime Trilogy forever. Jinchurky89, I just watched your Sony video there, Scummy. Yeah, an Epic today, the CEO came out and was like, they're the only company requiring us to pay potential royalties and stuff like that. They're cross-platform on every other platform, including mobile phones, and none of them have required that. Now, the only reason we found out about this Sony contract today is because there's a massive lawsuit going on right now. Basically, Epic and Apple are in court, like literally today, or were in court. They're probably not in court right now. It's kind of late for that. But they're in court fighting over rights, basically. What are the rights of these platform holders over game publishers and how games are published and, revenue cuts. And so because of this, all this information is just being spilled out during court. And we're finding out a lot of things about how all this stuff is happening behind the scenes. And one of them was how Sony is the only company out of all the platforms, whether it's phones, whether it's Apple, Microsoft, Nintendo, it doesn't matter, PC, it doesn't matter what it is, none of them for cross-platform play are threatening them or forcing them to agree to royalty fees like Sony is. So that's the only reason we even know about it. It's pretty shitty. It is what it is. There's nothing. I mean, they agreed to it because they have a huge player base on PlayStation, and they didn't want that player base to be disconnected. But kind of sucks when like Sony twists your arm to an agreement. And I honestly think this is why Netflix isn't on Switch. I think Nintendo is trying to get Netflix to agree to a non-standard agreement, and Netflix is like, no thanks. And I don't know why Nintendo's doing that. I mean, heck, we had Netflix on 3DS, so I don't get it. Will there be Minish Cap come to Switch? I don't think so. I know we got Minish Cap on on Wii U, right? Pretty sure it came to Wii U at one point. Maybe I'm misremembering. We got some DS games. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was Phantom Hourglass. No, it was Phantom Hourglass for sure. Yeah, I keep misremembering. Those Zelda games have been put everywhere. Let's see here. Question: did you hear about the fight between Fox and Blizzard over using Diablo? No, I did not. You'll have to enlighten me on that. I don't know everything. I wish I did, but I don't. I noticed somebody asked about Fire Emblem game, and I say most likely Fire Emblem Echoes Path of Radiance is coming to Switch since I believe is near its 10th anniversary. We'll see. Do you think Nintendo's going to release the second wireless Pro Controller with a headphone jack? No! Nope. Netflix is leaving 3DS and Wii U next month. Well, all online support in general is going to be gone from Wii U and 3DS eventually here. Okay, Minish Cap was 3DS ambassador program. Okay, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that Phantom Hourglass did go over to Wii U at one point. Pretty sure. I remember playing some DS games on Wii U. Yeah, Wii U. Okay, got it. Thank you guys for the correction. I always get it confused a little bit. There's been a lot of things that have happened with Nintendo ports over the years. With the next one being Skyward Sword HD. But before that, we get Mario Golf Super Rush next month. Do we have anybody excited for Mario Golf Super Rush? I hope I'm not the only one. Make me a believer. Do you think Pokemon Red and Blue will be on the Switch? No. I don't think any Game Boy game is going to be on the Switch. Now, if you want to say Pokemon Red and Blue are already on the Switch because of Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, I mean, sure. That already happened. But the originals, no. I am me golf! Goat 860! Gotta bring our Twitter beef here, huh? It's all in good fun. But in case I need to clarify for you.
Giannis is the two-time defending MVP. AD can't even hold his shorts. Doo-doo.
I'm just having some fun. I'm a big Milwaukee Bucks fan, guys, if you didn't know. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Empolion 1001. For some reason, I don't think the alert box is working. But thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Be sure, guys, also to go down in the description and click. I think it's in the description. Maybe I should double check. I don't actually know. Is it down there? I think I put a link down there to the E3 stream because we already have the first E3 stream scheduled. Let me make sure I put the link down there. I did not. What's wrong with me? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys all a link to the E3 stream so you can go set your notifications. So you guys are all ready to go for that very first stream. Assuming the notifications work. I mean, that's a whole nother can of worms. Do the notifications even work? I have no idea. But it can't hurt if you want to make sure you are there for the very beginning of our E3 2021 pre-show. Let me grab a link. I'll throw it in the chat. So whatever link you see popping up in the chat will be to the E3 2021 pre-show. That's also going to lead into the live reactions and everything else. It's basically a 12-hour plus stream. However long it takes to cover E3 that day. But bam. Go there and you can click a little button that says set reminder. See, it says live in 39 days. June 12th at 8 a.m. That's a tentative time. Once we know the definitive start times for E3, we'll know when to adjust the time to. But yeah, you can go set reminders there. We already have 51 people dropping likes on that stream. It'd be sweet if that stream had hundreds of likes before we get there. I'm hoping our E3 stream is huge because we're doing it big. We're doing it big this year.
Hey everyone, we got some exciting.
Hey, no one asked for you to talk, Nate. One of my videos was playing. Nobody asked for you. Also, did Green Bay get any good draft picks? Also, both my boys went to the Jaguars. I don't even know who all the. I like the CB the Packers got in round 1. I liked him, and I like the wide receiver we got in the 3rd. Besides that, I didn't really pay much attention to the draft. It's kind of hard as a Packer fan considering all the Aaron Rodgers drama just dominated the news. So, and now he wants our GM fired. So, we'll see what happens. If they really want to keep Rodgers, they'll fire the GM. Otherwise, I don't know if he's going to hold out. I don't know what. Not show up. It's not like he needs the money. Let's see here. Arkham for Switch? You talking about Arkham Knight, Batman? Do you think do you think Nintendo will have their own Game Pass to Storm X Quick? I do not think they're going to do their own Game Pass. Nintendo games sell way too well to do Game Pass. I think it's something that they're looking into, like a service-based thing. I do think they're aware of Game Pass. I do think it's something they're considering for the future. I don't think it's ever happening on Switch. But it might be something, a decade from now. Maybe everyone has Game Pass like services. I have no idea. What's my favorite game of all time? All right, chat. That's a common question. Chat, can you please tell Max Emiliamus 6969 what my favorite game of all time is? Josh Lightcap says, so Fox has a show coming, and one of the characters is named Diablo. Okay? And this made Blizzard mad because they have a game with that name. So they're in court over the use of the Diablo name. How? Okay. The Diablo name comes from, the Bible. Blizzard does not own the name Diablo. They can own the brand name. I guess you could argue there's maybe a brand name problem. They can't own the literal name. Diablo existed long before the game Diablo did. I think that's stupid. I think they should just let it go. Unless the show is literally drawing story correlations and other unique character names from the Diablo franchise into the show, I think that's dumb. There's always shows and games and movies that have the same titles that aren't actually the same because you can't own individual words like that, especially something that's a pre-established name from ancient texts. You can't own that. Well, maybe you can own it in video game form potentially, but let's see here. Wisconsin boy. I am a Wisconsin boy. Breath of the Wild. That's right. The chat got me. Chat got my back. Breath of the Wild. So did someone mention Secret of Mana? Seahawks. Yeah. Secret of Mana was my favorite game of all time. Only the OGs remember the Secret of Mana was my favorite game of all time. And then Breath of the Wild came out and then my whole world got changed. Bro, your auto sound weak. My auto tune? You know what? Do I need to do the rest of this stream singing in auto tune? Auto tune the hell out of it. Let's see here. So how real do you think the rumored Zelda direct? Okay. I don't think there's a standalone Zelda presentation coming. I think it's just going to be E3. They're going to do it at E3. Would you buy a Switch now or wait for some kind of revision? So here's what I always tell people when it comes to decision purchases, deciding whether now is the time to buy a Switch or whether you should wait. Same thing with is now the time to buy a PlayStation 5 or should you just give up? I'm worried about PlayStation 5 right now and just wait for the slim model to come out in a couple of years when the system is more readily available. Here's what I'll say. If there are enough games on the market right now to justify you spending $200 or $300 if you get a light or a normal Switch, then do it. Don't worry that another model is coming. Because here's what I'll say. There's always another model coming. Say Switch Pro lands this year. Okay. So, Should you buy a Switch Pro or should you wait 2 years until the next gen Switch comes? There's always something new coming eventually. Every 2-3 years, there's something new coming. Don't hold back on playing the games you want to play because you're worried about what's coming next. And the thing is, by the time the Switch Pro gets here, and by the way, by the time you can actually get one, once you get past scalper season and launch demand, because you got to get past launch demand, scalper season, and potentially, if it comes out this year, still dealing with a pandemic. Once you get past all that, and it's more readily available, at that point, you could probably trade in your Switch, trade in a couple games, and buy a Switch Pro without really spending any more money than you already invested in Switch as it was. So, I say if there's enough games to justify your purchase personally right now, then do it. If not, then wait. I don't believe in the whole, I'm just waiting out on a hypothetical unannounced thing. What if the Switch Pro never comes out? What if it was all fool's gold? I don't know. I don't work at Nintendo. Just because I think it's real doesn't mean it is. I can't wish it into existence, you know? It's all about the JETS, jets. I figured some talk of the draft would come up a little bit since that just concluded. I see the layout in action. Yeah. So, Mason, I'm glad you're here. I was gonna message you at the stream. As you see the chat box here, it doesn't key out. So yeah. I think it's because you know how like you have your I see what you did. You have the whole thing green so I can key it out, and then you have that box over it that has some transparency on it, so it has a different green. So the green behind it's slightly darker. So when I go to key it out, it doesn't key out that green behind it. So it leaves this. Now I can make that green disappear, but then so does like the rest of the layout. So yeah, what I would suggest is that section where the chat box is. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't actually have a suggestion. Maybe make it. I don't know. I have no idea what to do. That's one thing I'm not sure about. But this will not key out. This little, slightly transparent. I cannot key that green out. I mean, maybe make it a different background color there. I honestly, I honestly have no idea. No, maybe you're the maestro. But yeah, I don't have all the layouts set up, by the way. I just have a few things set up to test today. I will not be using this, guys, for future streams until E3. This is one of our E3 things. This box you're seeing here is not this. None of this. There's going to be a whole set here, some crazy stuff happening. But for right now, I just want to test things out, just like this works. If Mason wants to see the start screen, here's the Be Right Back screen. You guys haven't seen the Be Right Back yet. So that's the Be Right Back screen we're using for E3. Pretty cool, huh? I think it's pretty cool anyways. And we actually have more scenes than this. And I might need Mason to make even another one, but we'll go from there. Mason Conrad, shout out to that guy in the chat, man. He is awesome at thumbnails. He's awesome at the stream layouts and intros and everything. The intro on my videos, he made that. He's a good guy. Go check him out. He's a true professional. And he'll charge you a pretty decent rate. There's some people out there, they'll want like, God, there was one person who quoted me for an intro that wanted like $400 for like a 10-second intro. And I'm like, and just no. Just no. No, I'd rather just not have an intro than pay someone $400 for it. It's okay to value your quality and your time like that, but just no. What's my favorite Pokemon game? Yellow. Actually, it's probably Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee now. How am I feeling about RE Village? I don't know. I have the demos downloaded. I haven't played them. I don't know why I haven't played them, to be honest. I think it's one of those, like, I want to wait for the full game, but then this will let me know if I'm buying the full game. Yeah, it's a conundrum, I'm excited, but I also, like, maybe I think I'm afraid that's what's going to happen. I'm going to play the demo, and I'm not going to like it. And I don't know why I get that feeling. But I get this feeling that when I play the demo, I'm going to end up being like, oh, man, This is one I wanted. I mean, the opposite might happen too. I don't know. You know what? I should just suck it up, try the demo instead of pushing it up. Oh, I'll wait for the game to come out. Why? I shouldn't spend my money on the game if I don't like it, right? Like, that's just a waste of money. So, yeah, you know. Sometime this week I'll try the demo. Oh, by the way, for live stream purposes, guys, from now on, for the foreseeable future, Monday through Friday, we will be having live streams at night. Yay! Like a semi-regular streaming schedule every night, Monday through Friday. Hey! Basically any night that my fiance works late. She now works 4 to midnight. So she works till midnight, Monday through Friday. So as long as she's at work and hasn't taken the day off or whatever, I will be live streaming. Well, as long as I'm feeling fine too and don't have a different plan going on. But yeah, we'll be doing streams like this. Sometimes maybe we'll play games. Sometimes I have no idea. I like conversation streams a lot because that's what my channel focuses on, but we'll see. Even if you did work at Nintendo, and assuming you knew about it, you'd be under NDA to not say anything about it. If I worked at Nintendo, I wouldn't be here on YouTube at all. Do you see elder Nintendo employees with YouTube accounts? No. They can't even like that. They can't even exist on social media in that way. Broncos should have got Justin Fields. What? You're not a believer in who they trade for? Teddy Bridgewater? Isn't that who you guys went and got? I'm iffy on New Mario Golf. The aiming looks like Wii Sports, unlike the previous technical aspects of the series. And previous. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sweet life. What's up, Jordan? Game on. And Dark Eye King 555. Welcome to the stream, guys. Have you heard somebody has collected every Pokemon as a shiny? Yes, I have heard. I have heard a true Pokemon master now lives among us. It's one thing to catch them all. It's one thing to catch them all as shinies. That's like a whole new level. And what's awesome about these streams and happening now is this gives me Monday through Friday during live streams to hype up our E3 coverage and tell you guys to tune in. It's going to be a huge stream. Huge. Just a thought. Skyward Sword worked in the 25th anniversary of Zelda with the Wing Ceremony. What if Breath of the Wild 2 works in the 35th anniversary with a festival for new champions? I have no idea. I also think pay attention to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC. I think some of the story aspects in that are going to connect to Breath of the Wild 2. I'm just saying. Shh, pay attention. Awesome for more streams. I'd love to watch more now, but I have to be up at 4 a.m. so you're off to bed. Have an amazing night. Thanks. Brian, if you're still there, are you going to be available for modding during our E3 coverage? I don't expect you to be there for all of it. I have a feeling I'm going to need to add some more mods for E3. That's all. I just had this feeling that E3 is going to be a bit wild, and we're going to need some mods. Keep things under control. And then an earthquake happens, and it draws a link in Zelda down. Hey, dude, where can I see the info about E3? We're discussing it. You think Mortal Kombat 11 is worth it for Switch? Yes. It's a very good port. I'm down to be. You know how many people are going to be like, I'll be a mod. I'll mod your streams. Hello. I would be mad if they do that because it does look like $20 DLC Age of Calamity is worth it. It does not look like it? Oh. There has yet to be a Warriors DLC that wasn't worth it. Do you know how much content you get in Warriors DLC? You practically get an entirely new game. Is how much content that gets added in a Warrior game DLC. It's some of the best DLC in the industry. They basically like set the standard for high quality for low price. But hey, obviously we don't really even know what it is because we haven't seen it, right? They just gave a little splash screen like, oh, here's some still images, and then, oh, here's a list of stuff. But we don't actually see anything, right? We gotta break the seal tonight. How have we gone this far into the stream? How long have we been streaming for? I don't even know. Almost an hour? How has it been almost an hour? How? And only just now, through my own super chat, am I cracking the seal on a $1 beer shot. What is wrong? Maybe it's because the crowd doesn't know. In case you didn't know, for every super chat or donation, by the way, drink responsibly, I do different shots. For $1 super chats, we do shots of beer. For $5 super chats, we do shots of Dr. McGillicuddy's cherry specifically. For $15 super chats, we do shots of Jaeger. And then for $25 super chats, we do shots of Cannon Blast. And then for $50, if we get anyone who's crazy enough, there's a mystery shot that I'm not looking forward to, and I don't think it's going to happen anyway. Are you guys saying my volume's low? If my volume's low, I can fix that. Hold on. Is it better now? Is it better now? I'm trying not to peak. I am trying not to peak. But it's okay if the volume's low. It's good. Good to let me know so I can adjust it. Again, I got to get this going good. Get this particular stream set up, this particular one, ready to go for E3. Yes. Because if I top out the volume, I'm way in the red. And what I want to do is be just hitting the tip, right? Just the tip. Much better. Thank you. All right. I can turn it up even more. I can crank it even beyond the settings on here because I have a separate audio interface. But I don't want to blow people's ears out. Do you think Mario Kart 9 is possible at E3? Yes. We're just going to go with a yes on that one. Absolutely possible. Do I think it's actually going to happen? No. I think they're skipping a new Mario Kart for the. I think they're going to try to argue that Mario Kart Live Home Circuit was their Mario Kart for this gen. I think that's what Nintendo's going to try to argue. And then Mario Kart 9 will come next gen. It'll be like a launch game for next gen. Can you imagine? Look at what Zelda did, right? Look what Breath of the Wild did for the launch of Switch. Can you imagine what a new Mario Kart game could do for the launch of the next Nintendo platform? Can you imagine day one a brand new Mario Kart game? You want to talk about a system seller. Woohoo! Nintendo Prime, which Smash characters do you main? So I can be prepared at E3. Why would I give you any tips, Jurassic Gamer? And how presumptuous that you are going to get a shot against me. I have no idea who's going to get a shot. It's a random selection. Basically, there'll be a sign up for it during the show, and then it's a random selection from that sign up. And then we'll basically, for those that want to know, you're going to want to go join our Discord server or our Guilded server, because if you want to compete against us in E3, what's going to happen is you're going to get your name drawn from a pool that people sign up for during the show to play against us, and then we're going to hook up on Discord so I can send you my friend code, get all that set up, and then get the match going for whatever we're playing. So if you're not part of our Discord server, you're not part of our Guilded server, head down to the description. I know the links are down there. Click on those links. Get on our servers. You also get notifications for all our videos when they go up. It's just an extra way to talk. Hey, you can DM me on there. I'll probably respond. Sometimes I get too many DMs and I ignore it, but I haven't gotten that many DMs lately, so it hasn't been too bad. Hasn't been too bad lately. I think people are being pretty respectful that I always have it on Do Not Disturb. Like my Discord's always said. I never said it to I'm online, because when I do, oh my god. There's too many people on that server. Top 3 reveals you want to see from E3. Also, P.S. How's it going, man?
Luke, I am your father.
I know. That's actually not the line. You don't have to tell me, folks. top 3 reveals. Metroid Prime 4. I think that counts as a reveal. It doesn't matter. We already know the game exists. It being shown would be a surprise. A new Banjo-Kazooie game for Microsoft. One that looks good. An F-Zero. Forget Mario Kart 9. Let's get some F-Zero. Do you think Breath of the Wild 2 will have dungeons? Thank you, Aaron Curdy, for your $2 super chat. Always appreciate it. Also, guys, if you, cheers. Do I think it'll have dungeons? Yes. I think that's one of the big additions they're doing. Hey, we got a $2 donation tip from Taker610. Again, I do not know. I apologize for the alert box not working. Maybe hold on, let me try forcing it. Sometimes if I force it, it'll go. Let me see. There we go. I had to force it. It went through. Taker, he donated $2. Said Nintendo wants a Zelda game every year. Do you think we could get some Zelda 35th games this year and some early next year so Nintendo has 22 covered? Like we get Skyward Sword HD and then Wind Waker HD / Twilight Princess HD pack this year, then Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask HD in February, like 3D World. I think it's more likely we get. Okay. So a lot of this is. I know one reason why I'm quiet. I just realized why I'm quiet, guys. Notice something on my microphone? See how this says Audio Technica here? Watch what happens. Hi. Now I'm really loud. Turn that down a little bit. I was talking into the wrong side of my mic this whole time, guys. The wrong side of my mic this whole stream. And none of you guys noticed. Damn. All right. So I think what happens with The Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD depends on Breath of the Wild 2. I think if Breath of the Wild 2 is coming this year, that next spring we will get Twilight Princess HD and The Wind Waker HD. If Breath of the Wild 2 is not going to come until spring, then I think this year we will get Twilight Princess HD and The Wind Waker HD. I think regardless, we're going to get Ocarina of Time and Majora's Masks on the eShop or on the online service before the end of this year. I think that's happening anyways. Yeah, like this. I can't believe I didn't notice. That's because I have to flip this mic around depending on where I put the boom arm. Dude, you think this overlay's sick, man? You should wait. We have 2 more overlays that we're using for E3. This is one of the overlays we're using. There's 2 more E3 overlays. Maybe a third E3 overlay that you haven't seen. Then we also have our start screen. This is our start screen. Except there will be a timer on it, but right now there's no timer. And then this is like, oh, if I'm taking a break. You know, be right back. But yeah, we have a couple more. I commissioned Mason Conrad. Again, I'll always shout out Mason Conrad, man. That guy's awesome. So now we know what to hear for. Dude, it's such a difference, like if you're talking to the wrong side of the microphone. Playing through Breath of the Wild, my first Zelda game is fantastic. Nice. How come there is no NHL games for the Nintendo Switch? Don't know. There's also no like football games either. We have baseball and basketball and golf. I think there is a very good chance of Microsoft farming out the IP for Banjo to Nintendo to get a Nintendo developed Banjo. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. I would love for it to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. You're hyped for E3? Oh no, E3 burned.
Oh yeah, can I get a hell yeah in the chat? If you're excited for our E3 show. Ooh.
I so wish I had headphones on so I could hear myself sing. I have it turned off right now so I can't hear it back because got any more info from Samus Hunter from DMs that we don't know about? Oh, I always have info, Joseph. I've always got some stuff. I got some imagery and some other things I can't show you guys. Oh, I've got some stuff. But she has requested I do not talk about certain things. So, I won't. That's how we do it. We respect our sources of information. They tell us something, and we're not allowed to even whisper about it. We won't. Hell yeah, heck yeah. Whoop whoop. Raise the roof. I see the switch box on the floor from your last video. Yup. Hey, somebody watches my videos. Yeah, that's what hasn't moved. Hasn't moved since I've thrown it. There's also a box. You guys probably see it over there behind the switch box. This says thick and hearty. That is a empty noodle box from a food that we made in a slow cooker when Eric was here when we started construction on our E3 set. Which is kind of funny when I talk about the E3 set because you see this white wall? This white wall is part of the E3 set. But that's not what it's going to look like. There's stuff I'm waiting to come from China. So, it takes like 3-4 weeks to get here to actually finish the set. But we got the shelves back there. Yeah, you guys can kind of see the shelves back there, sort of. At least the PlayStation part of the shelf, right there. So like that TV and basically the podcast set's going to be in the E3. I don't want to get too crazy into it. We have some big plans. This is going to be a really professional looking show. So stay tuned. Like you like these stream layouts? Oh yeah, the stream layouts are all part of it. But you're a tease. I hope you can reveal stuff soon, as I get permission. Do I think Samus Hunter's rumored Splatoon 3 tournaments actually happening with Nintendo Treehouse? Absolutely. I can see Nintendo Treehouse doing that kind of thing. So you calling it the E3 extravaganza, right? Wouldn't make it E4? You bastard. I actually did think about that. So here's what happened. Funny story. So I'm in contact with Mason, right? The guy who the professional that made all these layouts and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm trying to come up with like rough ideas of what camera space I need, where we're gonna put the chats, all this stuff, because we have some crazy layouts. Yeah, I'm not gonna tease anymore to you. You'll have to wait to see those layouts for later. And I was like, I was just writing down rough ideas, right? So I wasn't going to call it Nintendo Prime's E3 extravaganza. That wasn't what I was going to do. I just kind of roughly wrote down on the thing. Hey, Wes Nemo! Whoop, whoop! Wink, wink! Welcome to the Nintendo Prime family. We have a new primer in the house. Thank you, Wes Nemo. That deserves a real shot. Let's get some cherry. Let's get some Dr. McGillicuddy's going. Thank you so much for joining the leader category. You are now a Nintendo Prime leader of the community. Thank you so much for becoming one of the leaders of this fine community. As always, folks, if we get 10 new members every stream, there are additional giveaways. Tonight, if we get 10 new members, that's member number 1. If we get 9 more new members, which means you click that join button and you select which tier you want to join, you want to become a member, you want to become a champion, whatever tier you choose. If we hit 10, we will give away a $20 Nintendo Switch eShop gift card right now tonight on this live stream. I'd always forget to bring that up. And we've never actually had it happen. But I have the gift card. Where is that? It's hanging around. Here it is. I've got the gift card right here. See? Unused. It's right here, ready to go. It's ready to go. If we ever get 10 members in one stream. That's 1. Can we get 9 more tonight? You got about an hour. 9 more. Cheers, man. Woo! All right. What are we thinking for the direct tomorrow? There is no direct tomorrow. What are you talking about? Unless something magical has happened while I'm live streaming, there's no direct tomorrow. I'm literally going over to Nintendo of America's Twitter right now. So I'm like, there's no direct. No, there's no direct. Did you get fooled by that Zelda thing? Did you get fooled by the Zelda
The fake Zelda Direct that was shared. A lot of people got fooled by that. But even that wasn't for tomorrow. That was for the 5th. But that was totally fake. Can I send you the gift card on your Instagram? If you would prefer me to send it to your IG, if you won, I absolutely could. I have Instagram. In fact, let me plug my Instagram right now. Hold on. Because I have been posting a little more often there, just a little bit. One thing I discovered about Instagram that I really like a lot is, unlike other social media networks, when I post things to Instagram, it actually shows up for people and they actually get notified. So the interactions per post destroy Twitter. Like, I have 925 followers on Instagram. I'm going to link my Instagram right now for anyone else who wants to follow. So like, anytime I post on Instagram, I'm getting what? I had 54 likes and 7 comments on my last post, which, by the way, my last post teasing one of the new sets, not for E3, it's just a new set in general. Then showing some construction, putting up the stuff. Anyways, there's 43 likes on that one, 3 comments, 31 and 4, teasing E3, 47 likes, teasing my Banjo-Kazooie Amiibo, 76 likes, 6 comments. When I tweet on Twitter, I'm lucky if I get 5 likes and 1 response. I have very few, and I have like almost 14,000 followers on Twitter. I don't even have 1,000 on Instagram, and Instagram is just so much more interactive. So I think I'm going to start using it more. And if you go way back in Instagram history, you can see some cool stuff. If you go back to the very first post I did on Instagram, you'll see a picture of the beach. You might not think anything. Who cares about the beach? That's from E3 2018. Eric and I were out at E3 2018, and we had about a couple hours to go spend on the beach. So we were at the beach. We're from Wisconsin. We don't have oceanfront stuff like this. So it was pretty cool. Then you see another picture right after that where that the construction you see there with the wall and that door, Eric and I did that as we were building a wall and a door to block off my studio from my children. You'll see one of my kids playing Labo VR, etc., etc., etc. You'll see a lot of cool stuff on there from the past. You'll see an Apex Legends Icy they handed out at EA Play 2019, which was a total waste of time. Just a total waste of time. You'll see me standing with some Star Wars people, and you'll see the E3 2019 What Will You Play? Showing you all the playable games at Nintendo's booth. Anyways, lots of cool stuff on Instagram. We'll be posting there more often for those that are interested. And again, thank you so much again to West Nemo for becoming a member. I got fooled, damn it. I told Supermodel Dave, why are they teasing that? Yeah, and the tweet's been deleted. It came from like a Nintendo. God, what was it? I was gonna retweet it and make a joke about it. I almost fell for it for a brief moment. I was getting like no joke. I'm working on Amarita at Nintendo Amarita, which is not an official Nintendo account at all. Anyways, what was funny is it was a really good fake, and I saw it. I saw someone retweet it, and I'm like, oh my god, because I was editing my Zelda video today, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go record a special like side segment and throw that at the beginning of the stream because this is huge. So I literally hit record on the camera. I hit record on the thing. I'm looking at the tweet on my phone, about to read it, and then I looked at it and I go, that's not Nintendo of America. I ain't falling for it. So you guys almost got fake news in the video. So that would have sucked. Didn't happen. I caught it, but yeah, not real. There's no Zelda Direct, as far as we're aware, anyways. West Nemo just followed on Twitter. Thank you so much for that. We just gained some more followers on Instagram too. I have no idea. It'd be nice to hit 1,000 on there. I don't really push the Instagram much. Maybe I should push it more. Can you show us the 4th post, sister? Oh, just off camera. No, because I can't move the camera right now or it's gonna fall. This camera's barely standing where it is right now. It's not really meant to go there. So no, I can't. I can show you an NVIDIA Quadro card. The KS4200. This is an old card. But we will be using this during E3 for something. So just so you guys know, to run my E3 show, to run the stream and everything we're doing at E3 requires 3 computers. 3 computers to run my E3 show this year. We're getting crazy at Nintendo Prime. We're doing crazy things. Instagram sounds like a weight gain supplement. How's the workout going? It's getting there. Usually don't comment on the same pic. How many E3s have I been to? 3. I've been to 3 of the last 4. The only one, so we went in 2016, or I went in 2016, when I used to work at Zelda Informer. I went as media in 2016. 2017 we didn't go. I got canned at Zelda Informer and Nintendo Prime was just starting. Didn't go in 2017. I went with a gamer pass in 2018, and that was 2018 is always going to be a special year because our fan base paid for us to go to E3. Legitimately, our fans paid for our entire E3 trip. They paid for Eric and I's flights. They paid for the hotels. They paid for the tickets for E3. And I feel like we did a pretty good job covering it. But, you know, is what it is. So, because we didn't have a lot of money then. So, yeah, the fans paid for us to go. And it cost thousands of dollars. And that was insane. And then in 2019, we went. And we would have went last year, but obviously there wasn't one. And we would have went this year, but there wasn't one. How's it going, honey?
Oh, Yulia, don't you know I love you?
Just had to show her that I got my voice modifications working. Yulia in the chat, that's my future wifey. You guys want to say hi to her? She's also helping make this E3 stuff happen this year. She has been the official E3 set designer, coming up with all the ideas for it. Been a big supporter. The whole Stream Deck XL that I just did, the whole voice changing with and the scene changes earlier, all of that was made possible because she told me, buy the big boy, because I was going to buy a little 6-key one. I'm already, just during this stream, have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've used 12 different buttons on this thing during this stream, and you guys probably didn't even notice. That's what I love about this thing. I don't have to like mess around on my computer. And I won't be at the streaming computer during E3. So, one last question before I dip. What was the most underrated game you have played last year? Last year, underrated. Let me grab my Switch. Ugh. Underrated game from last year. Going to my game list. I mean, this is the easy one. Super Kirby Clash. How many of you guys even remember that game came out last year? Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't tell me you remember what you don't. Don't lie to me. Who is your favorite wrestler? Mine is Woo! Nah, that's not mine. That's yours, though. Ric Flair. Mine will always be The Rock. It's close. Stone Cold's up there as well. But dude, I like the way The Rock. I like that his whole persona, the people's champion. Jake Xylophone says, "Hey man,
I would like to thank you for what you do. Hype related and leak related always makes me feel happy.
Because I'm happy, come along.
Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. Nope. Even with auto-tune, I will get copyright claimed. But hey, I'm glad to make your day. I'm glad you're having fun. I try my best to entertain and provide, an escape, for 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, maybe a half hour if I get a couple videos out, maybe if I live stream. I hope to provide distractions, I guess, and entertain and make people happy. I played Kirby Clash for a bit. I love Sting. It's nice. Kirby Clash is free. My favorite wrestler right now is Karrion Kross. Who is your favorite Mario character? See, that's a tough one. It's tough. It used to be Yoshi. Yoshi was my boy. But then, like, over the years, you know, with Waluigi and Wario, they kind of overtook Yoshi. You know, and then Luigi's Mansion came out and made Luigi just this badass Ghostbuster. So, like, then Luigi jumped on the list. I'll just plead the fifth. I don't know that I can adequately. I could definitively say it's not Mario. But after that, there's so many other characters I really like. But if we're playing the original Mario Kart on the N64, like even on the Super Nintendo, right? Going back to the OG. I don't know why. I played more the 64 version than the OG, but I played both. I'm fucking Yoshi. Get out the way. Boom. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. I don't know why I avoided saying the swear word there. Probably so I don't get copyright claimed. Bowser's awesome. Yoshi! Jin Turkey 89 says, to me, The Rock as a kid, he made me feel inclusive to the people's champ. Rock bottom. The people's elbow, which, by the way, is like the worst wrestling move in all of wrestling, isn't it? I mean, I guess there's worse probably, but the people's elbow is just such a dumb move. And yet we loved it every time. A rough neighborhood. Nice. Those Poe pictures are cool. Thanks. I used to love using Toad in that game. Breath of the Wild 2, 2021, 2022. I'm going 2021. I'm keeping the faith alive. It's coming this year. I believe it. Because I'm a believer. I'm a big believer. Big believer. So much a believer. What? We get another donation and I missed it? Hold on. I got, hold on. Oh, no, never mind. We're good. We're good. Thought I had another donation. I missed it. But nope, we're good. Ba-bam! Thank you so much, Nintendo Prime. You're so great, Nintendo Prime. Remember, our E3 show, we'll be giving away this Collector's 2016 only gotten if you attended E3 Breath of the Wild coin. We'll be giving away games. We'll be giving away systems. We'll be giving away $20, $50, $100, well, $99 because of Nintendo. eShop gift cards. We'll be giving away other collector's items. We'll be giving away hundreds. You heard me right. Hundreds of copies of different games during E3. We are going all out. You're not going to want to miss it. 4 straight days, 12 to 14 hour live streams, pre-shows, post-shows, live reactions, all in one stream, non-stop action until we're done for the day. And then when we're all done, our E3 coverage, of course, doesn't end. Oh no, you think because we hit end on the stream after 12 hours that we're done? No. Then we got podcasts to record, conversations to record, news updates to make. There'll probably be 3, 4, 5 videos dropping before our next live show. I probably won't even sleep for 4 days. Because that's how we do E3 at Nintendo Prime. We take off work, we bust our ass, and we give you the best coverage you can find on YouTube. At least for what we're capable and have access to. Do what I can. Special guests, Andre's Restart, HMK, Game Over Jesse. Hopefully more. Stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. It's going to rock. The hype is real. Do you think Skyward Sword port is overpriced? It's a tough one. So, I understand all the arguments to say it's overpriced, right? They just emulate HD did, as far as we're aware. We're not aware of any new content. They remap buttons, which people have already done, on emulators, right? For free. And right now, that appears that's all they've done, right? It doesn't appear they've made any quality of life improvements. It doesn't appear that they've done any other changes to the game that we're aware of. That doesn't mean they haven't. It doesn't mean there's not new content. But so far, from what we're aware, it's just the same game with remap controls, up-res. So I get it. Charging $60 like it's a brand new release, like Breath of the Wild 2, which will also be $60. Especially when you compare it to that. It certainly feels like a ripoff. And then you compare it to, dude, we just got Mario Galaxy, also with Mario 64, also with Mario Sunshine for $60 in one package, making this look even more overpriced. So I get it. But also, how many Switch owners didn't even play Skyward Sword the first time around? 98% of the audience? Maybe more. It came out at a time when Wii wasn't relevant. It came out at a time when we were just transitioning to Wii U. In fact, Wii U was announced before it came out, and it flopped. I think Skyward Sword HD, crazy as it sounds, might hit 10 million units. If Skyward Sword HD hits 10 million units, it's the second best-selling Zelda game of all time. So, the reality is that Skyward Sword HD is going to be a brand new game for a lot of Switch owners, and Nintendo knows they're going to sell a shitload, millions of copies at $60. So, from the consumer perspective, absolutely, it kind of seems like a raw deal. But also, it's still worth $60 to me. I don't have another way to play it anymore. I don't have a Wii. So, it's still worth $60 to me to play it again. I'd pay $60 to play that game again. I'd pay $60 to have that game in an official capacity with button controls. Even though I love the motion controls. Just having that as an option. I'd pay $60 for that. And so would millions of others. The pricing on games is always put at where Nintendo and other companies think the market will bear it. Nintendo has created a $60 expectation. They have conditioned people to buy games at $60 a pop. So they're doing it because they get away with it. It don't matter if you think it's right morally or if you comparatively to the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, and it doesn't matter. What matters is Nintendo knows they're going to sell millions and millions and millions of copies. The only way you're going to stop Nintendo from doing this is for everyone to stop buying the games. And that's not going to happen. So, cheers to myself. Moving on. Well, dude, everything's more expensive in Canada and Australia and Brazil. You think they'll include extra content? We'll see. According to God's statistics, only 90% of you are going to heaven because only 10% of you are subscribed to Nintendo Prime. So make sure to subscribe. I don't think God cares if you're subscribed to my channel. I do. I am a believer, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't care. That being said, if you're not subscribed, and this is the first time you've watched my channel, hopefully you have been convinced to subscribe. And if you are too lazy to click or tap that link, let me make it easy for you. I can put a direct link in the chat in a moment here that will literally check to see if you're subscribed, and if you're not, get subscribed, damn it. You don't have to. But I would appreciate it. It would be sweet. It would make my day if we hit 70,000 subscribers before E3. Wouldn't that be crazy? 70K before we even get to the big show? I think it'd be cool. I did a shot. That was just a shot of beer. So for every super chat or donation, there's a shot. So $1 is just a shot of beer. $5 is a shot of Dr. McGillicuddy's. $15 because we're stepping it up big time here. Shot of Yag. $25 is a shot of Cannon Blast, and this one's expensive because this one is 4 years old and has been opened. So I don't even know what this is going to taste like. But it is hard liquor, so I think it's good. And it's got a pretty good seal. So, anyways, and then $50 is another 4-year-old one that wasn't sealed so well. I did check. There's no mold, but I'm a little afraid of that one. But I don't think we're gonna get a 50 burger tonight for me to find out. Cody Gonzalez said he subbed. Thank you so much for subbing. Cannon Blast, good stuff. Dude, I haven't had it in a long time. 4 years. It's been 4 years since I've had a shot of this. I used to be a rum guy, but I don't really drink much rum anymore. Of course I'm subscribed, says Lauren Webb Tabone. Well, thank you for being subscribed. I don't even know how many subs we have right now. Let me look. Where are we at with our subs? Let me go. I got to go to the home. You guys can't see the up-to-date sub count. I can. We are at 66,598 subs. Thank you guys so much. We'll probably hit 66,600 subs tonight. Thank you so much. I think at the current pace, we'll probably hit 67,000 sometime this month. Thank you guys for that support. Trying to grow this channel, trying to give back as much as we can. You guys know we've been doing giveaways every month. There is no new giveaway this month. So if people were wondering, hey, so after you announced that winner of the $100 one from last month, are you going to West Nemo? Hold on, West Nemo.
Is it my birthday? Happy birthday. Actually, time out. T, hold on.
Hold on. I missed it. Guys. Holy crap. First off, West Nemo, thank you so much. I'm gonna toss in the last $5 and make here. We're gonna make that officially a cannon blast shot. We're gonna make that a cannon blast shot because I want to get the cannon blast going. I'll toss in the last 5 to get that to 25. Thank you so much, West Nemo. All right, here's the thing. Before I do this cannon blast shot, I totally forgot. Guys, I missed it. Is tonight the night? My channel. Okay. This channel has existed since 2008. West Nemo. As I already did it. Dang it. That's all right. It's all right. We'll get a Dr. Cherry in as well. West Nemo. So here's the thing. Ooh, that was sticky. That definitely smells like booze. I think it's fermented a little. It might even be stronger. You know, when you age your alcohol, it just gets better, right? Oh boy. So what I was about to say is, as of May 1st, and I don't know what was going on May 1st. That was this weekend. Oh, I was busy on May 1st. So we'll probably save this for tomorrow. We'll probably save this for tomorrow's stream because I'll be streaming again tomorrow night. But I want to mention, as of May 1st, this channel, as Nintendo Prime, when it became Nintendo Prime, has turned 4 years old. Woo! Happy birthday, Nintendo Prime! Not my actual birthday. My actual birthday is in July. But it's the channel's birthday. The channel's birthday. Officially, 4 years doing Nintendo Prime as a YouTube channel. I totally forgot. I couldn't stream this weekend, so that I was gonna do. That was my original plan for tonight's stream. Was a birthday stream for the channel. Oh man, that was my original plan. But now, you know, I look at it. I'm only gonna be streaming for maybe another hour. Don't know if we celebrated tonight, but before I worry about that, let's get these 2 shots down. I'm gonna crack up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just cracked a Dr. Pepper Zero. Guys, have you seen this stuff? Dr. Pepper Zero? This shit is the bomb. Anyways, I just cracked one of those because I have a feeling I'm gonna need to chase this sumbitch down. This channel's official birthday is in July 2. Yeah. So the channel itself was founded in 2008 in July. I believe it was 2008. That's actually the day this channel, yeah, July 26, 2008. So I'll tell you the story behind that as well. Cheers, by the way. This is the cannon blast. Here we go. Oh boy, that is really strong. That ain't no 35% alcohol anymore. That's at least 50. Whoa! Woo! Anyways, and I gotta do a Dr. McGillicuddy's. This is not old, so this is gonna stick at its 15% alcohol. Less talking, more drinking. So the 26th. So this channel's overall birthday, this channel's existence, it originally was a Zelda Informer YouTube channel. So Zelda Informer, for those that probably don't know, because the site hasn't been around in 4 years. Fun story on that. I joined, Zelda Informer was founded July 26th, 2007. Okay. The owner at the time brought me on as editor-in-chief a year later on July 26th, 2008. We announced it with a YouTube video. So this channel exists because of me. But we didn't really do much on YouTube back then, right? Cheers, by the way. Let's get this cherry out of the way. So this channel exists because of me. I worked at Zelda Informer for almost a decade. Got let go April 30th. When I got let go, I negotiated getting this channel and rebranding it. Rebranded it May 1st to Nintendo Prime, and hence the Nintendo Prime YouTube channel was founded. 4 years later, here we are. 4th anniversary of Nintendo Prime. So, little shimmy. Here we go. Happy birthday, Nintendo Prime.
Happy birthday, Mr. Nintendo Prime YouTube channel. Happy birthday to me.
It's not actually my birthday, though. My actual personal birthday is in July. And we'll stream for that as well. In July. Didn't even know. I think now that I mentioned it, I'm going to put it in the chat. Maybe we'll do a second birthday-specific stream tomorrow. Get confused. It's Nintendo Prime's what? 4th birthday! Yeah, 4 years, man. Hitting that high note. I used to be a tenor 1 back in the day. For anyone who knows anything about choir. Lets you know the kind of notes I used to be able to hit. I can't quite get as high as I once did. Not because of puberty. I already had puberty then. But I can't get quite as high. Well, I probably can. It probably just blows out my voice. You can ask my fiance sometime. Voice of an angel. Can you give us a sneak peek of the E3 set? What is my mic doing? Falling all over the place. Okay, so for real. So the E3 set. So you know what you see all the time. You guys see, you know, the blue squares back here and then the TV on the wall, right? You see that in a lot of my videos. That's part of the E3 set. So when you say, can I see a sneak peek of the E3 set? There you go. Also, back here, I'll try to lean back a little bit. I guess you can't really see it. So there's that shelf with the PlayStation logo. There's another shelf with the Xbox logo. Another shelf with a Switch thing. All 3 of those will be lit up during E3, and that's dead center. So that's dead center of the set. So half of the set is this wall with the TV. The other half of the set is this wall. Now, this wall, no. None of this you see on the wall. You see the old NES poster, the Poe Sisters. None of that is the set. This part of the set is not built out yet. This part of the set is special. This part of the set cost me $180 to build. And I'm waiting for all the materials to get here to do it. In addition, the desks we use for the podcast are going to be, it's this desk right here. This is one of them. And then the one back there that I use in my videos. They are going to be elongated. The camera is going to be angled back this way. Like it kind of is now, but not quite that angle. It's going to be different. We're going to have a green screen in front of our desk. And then on that green screen, we're going to have a rotating banner, you know, to say like Nintendo Prime, E3. You know, it'll have maybe have the countdown timer to the next show. All that stuff will be there on the front. So basically, I'm trying to frame it for you guys. So you got like your camera frame. Here's the desk. Here's like the front of the desk. It'll be covered up with the green screen. And then you'll have the wall with the TV. The TV is going to have stuff going on it for E3. And then we're going to have the other wall here with the stuff that's going on there. Then you're going to have me sitting here, Eric sitting there, you guys right in front of us. It's going to be great. It's a crazy set. I've never done any set like this. Multiple cameras. Might even, and the thing is, I think I need a third camera. Right now I got 2 cameras. I think I'm going to need a third because I want a camera specifically to show off items for giveaways. So not every item for the giveaway we're going to have on hand. As an example, we're giving away Zelda Skyward Sword Joy-Con. It's just a pre-order we're giving away. We don't have them on hand, obviously. They don't come out till July. But the items we do have on hand, because Eric's handling all the shipping. Eric's taking all the items and taking it to his work, because his work will basically pay for shipping for us. So he's going to handle all the shipping. But any items we have on hand, obviously I want a camera to be like, hey, look at this item, look at this coin, look at this. Look what we're giving away. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. E3's on your birthday. Nice. Oh, yeah. Now you sound like T-Pain. I know. I am not a Leo. I am a Cancer. That doesn't sound good. Thanks for the congrats, Gamebird Classic. Dude, the sound thing's great.
Gin Turkey 89. I am calling you up, Gin Turkey 89.
And that's just one of the sound things. I'm gonna have more. There's gonna be sound effects as well. I don't have any sound effects up right now, but I'm gonna have sound effects up. But there's gonna be a bunch of different voice things we're gonna be doing during the show. So pay attention. Yeah. Let me see. Electronic Entertainment Expo Extravaganza. Yeah, that's not what tonight is. This is one of the screens we'll be using for E3. But I was just testing out the E3 set, not the set, but the E3, some of the E3 stream setup I have to make sure it all worked. And it's a good thing I did because we had issues at the very beginning of the stream, which I am glad to notice now live on a stream rather than noticing when we're live for E3, right? Like we want all those kinks worked out before then. So we might have one other like pre-show before the show, like the pre-show, right? Like the night before E3, I feel like we need to do a pre-show. Does that make sense? Like an E3 preview show. And who knows? Maybe we start the giveaways then. Maybe that night we have a special giveaway. We'll see. Because we're going to need to make sure that the everything's popping off for E3. My wild card E3 reveal. Wild card. Microsoft announces Conker's Bad Fur Day 2. And it looks phenomenal. It's everything you would want a Conker's Bad Fur Day to be. So much so, they are making the game not only with Rare, obviously, but in conjunction with the team behind Yooka-Laylee. That includes a bunch of the original developers for the first Conker's game. Grant Kirkhope is back composing and giving us more of the Great Mighty Pooh. That was a great song. Classic. If you guys haven't heard the Great Mighty Pooh song, just go look it up. It's awesome. It's a boss fight song of all things. Nate should sing you happy birthday in auto-tune during that stream. If anybody's birthday happens while I'm streaming, I can gladly sing you happy birthday. I have to do it with the auto-tune. You will get copyright claimed. Yes, folks, the happy birthday song is copyright claimed. But if you do it with the auto-tune, apparently YouTube doesn't pick it up. So Cancer's rock. My favorite Mario game. It's weird, but right now it's Mario Odyssey. It was Mario Galaxy 2 before. And Super Mario World is way up there as well. I did my Wild Card E3 reveal. Let's see. People will cancel that shit in a heartbeat. So many sensitive people. I just want Breath of the Wild 2 or Super Mario Odyssey 2. I think Breath of the Wild 2 is a given. I think it's a given. Nintendo's not dumb. They know what we expect. EJ almost said we're hearing about Breath of the Wild 2 this year. At least that he hopes that we do. If you actually go back to his exact words, it's not like a definitive we're hearing it this year, but it's more like a, I mean, you should hear it this year, but we hope. Can you sing the Odyssey song? Jump up. I don't know all the words to it. Jump Up Superstar is a great song, though. I love that song. It's one of my favorite new songs of this generation. I don't know all the words. I have sang it on live stream before. I did like a karaoke version. Why is Mario Galaxy 2 always considered better than Galaxy 1? It's not. That's actually the real response. It's not always considered better. Mario Galaxy 2, for me, is better than Galaxy 1 because it has better level design. The levels are more interesting and just better. But the story is not that great, right? It's kind of a copy of the original story of Mario Galaxy. So Mario Galaxy has the more original story, and Mario Galaxy had the wow factor of all that gravity-defying, really cool stuff that originated in Mario Galaxy. Just because I think 2 did it better, it's not as wow-tastic in 2 as it is in 1. So from a purely like blow-your-mind perspective, Mario Galaxy 1's better. It has the better story because it's the original story, and all the mechanics that ended up being done better in the second game started there. So like there's a fundamental belief by many people that Galaxy 1's better than 2. But a lot of people are like me, where they go, hey, we just like how the levels were designed. We think the gameplay was just better in Galaxy 2. That's all. And since we don't really play Mario games typically for the story, we just go off the gameplay. It was Mario Galaxy 2 was not as wowing. It wasn't like my jaw dropped while playing it like it did in the first Galaxy. But that's because the first Galaxy was doing things for the first time. The second Galaxy just refined the experience, right? So like Breath of the Wild, wow factor. But Breath of the Wild 2, probably going to be a better game. Probably. It's because it's going to refine the experience. But it's not going to be as like jaw-dropping, right? I say that as I literally wet myself when they showed the next trailer. I almost had a heart attack when they revealed it. So let's just be real. I'm probably going to be just as impressed with Breath of the Wild 2 as I was 1. I'm still impressed with Breath of the Wild. I still walk around in that game and go, I can't believe that Nintendo made this game. It's just not the kind of game Nintendo makes. Nintendo does not do open world. Like, ever. And here we have this fully realized open world Zelda game. Like, I'm still blown away every time I load up Breath of the Wild. I can't believe I'm playing a game that came from Nintendo. Because it's like open world done their way. And I love the way they did it. All the way down to the Golden Poo. Although they probably could have knocked off at least like 200 of those Korok seeds, right? Like, 700 I think would have been fine. Don't have to have one every 10 feet. Galaxy's better because it has Yoshi. Galaxy 2, yeah. Let me post the lyrics 1 second. There's a character limit on what you can post. Give us the goods, Doug. I was surrounded by family when I saw the teaser for Breath of the Wild 2, and they asked if I was okay. So you guys, if you saw my live stream for it, I was at the hotel at E3 streaming my reaction from the hotel, because the hotel we stay at for E3 it has good enough internet we can live stream from it. Thank God, because you can't always do that. Most hotels don't have good enough internet to live stream from, but this one does. That's why we stay there every year, and it's in a good neighborhood. That helps. Anyways, that's probably why it has better internet, because it's a good neighborhood. Literally on stream, you could see me. I'm like, no way, is this Breath of the Wild 2? This is a prequel. Oh my god, it's Breath of the Wild 2. And then I literally like fall over. I go off camera. I change into my Breath of the Wild shirt from E3 2016. Oh man, I went nuts. And then I remember Doug Bowser came on screen right after, and I'm like, "Shut up, Doug Bowser! Nobody wants to hear you." And then I mute the stream, and I just like, "That just happened." I clipped that out and I uploaded it as its own clip. If you guys haven't seen it, because you're new to the channel, go look up Breath of the Wild sequel reaction Nintendo Prime. Type that into the search. I believe it'll show up. In fact, let me confirm it'll show up with that search. I'm pretty sure it will. I don't want to close that. This one we can close. Let me go Breath of the Wild sequel reaction Nintendo Prime. I'm pretty sure that'll bring it up. Yep, that brings it up. So there's the original reaction, which has 17K views, and then my re-upload of it. I can't remember why I re-uploaded it. There was a reason I re-uploaded, because see, it's an extra minute longer. So there was a reason I re-uploaded it 7 months ago, but I can't remember what it was. Either way, it's right there in the top 2. So yeah, pretty badass. Do we get any more followers on Instagram? Damn it. No, we didn't. Unless I don't actually know how often Instagram updates their followers. I Galaxy 1 and I couldn't beat it because someone borrowed it and got it back scratched and couldn't go to the second floor before it crashed. And man, that game is good. I 100% it with all stars. Do you think Breath of the Wild 2 will be your new favorite game? I can't say that. We haven't seen it enough. I have to play the game. I knew after playing the demo for Breath of the Wild 2 is probably going to be, or Breath of the Wild is probably going to be my favorite game. You know, I played the demo like 12 times at E3, which is a lot. One of those times was a media session, so I didn't have to wait. But the rest of the time at E3, literally that entire E3, I did nothing but get in line to play Breath of the Wild. You do the demo, it would take like 35 minutes for the 2 demos. I would walk around, look at the cool stuff in the booth, get back in line, do it all over again. People are like, oh, the line's so long. I'm like, dude, it was like, 2.5 hours to wait every single time. And I did it every single time because I worked for Zelda Informer. The only thing that mattered was Zelda. Now as Nintendo Prime, we cover a few other things. So I would check out probably some of the other games. And I would check out because in other booths, they have games that are also on Nintendo platforms. Now that's the big thing about E3. People don't realize. Not all the games that are coming to Switch are in Nintendo's booth. Third parties have their own booths and have Switch versions of the games in them. So, you got to go to those booths. So now as Nintendo Prime, I wouldn't just get back in line a billion times. Now, if they only had one demo, would I get back in line, 2-3 times? Sure. But I'm not going to do it, 16 times. I made 16 attempts, only 12 successful. Because the rest E3 ran out of time. Let me see here. Have I tried Xenoblade Chronicles X? Yes, I have. I have tried it. I still have not played. I've tried every Xenoblade game so far. None of them have I gotten more than 4 hours into. They just don't keep me captured. Maybe they're just not my kind of game. I don't know. You have to choose your favorite, however that might be for nostalgia. You were a boy when you first played it. Nice. Hey, at least people can admit it. Here's it. Nostalgia is not a bad thing. I think nostalgia gets a bad rap, right? You only think this because of nostalgia. It's only your favorite game because of nostalgia. It's only your favorite game because you grew up with it. Nostalgia is a good feeling. Look up the definition of nostalgia. It's a good thing. So if it's your favorite game because of nostalgia, that's a legit reason for it to be your favorite game. It's a good thing. Good. People get jealous. They wish they could be. There's some people that can't get nostalgia. I feel bad for those people. Nostalgia is a good thing. I wish I could be nostalgic for every game I play. Have you tried Genshin Impact? I have not tried Genshin Impact. No. David Boy is posting. Oh, he's posting the lyrics. He's posted the entire lyrics of the song. I remember your coverage was unique because you got introduced to Ninjala. Yeah, in 2018, right? That was 2018. Yeah, dude, Ninjala. I still enjoy Ninjala. I still think it was better back then than what the final product became. The final product is still a good game. No lie. Still a good game. I just think the original, which none of you guys have experienced, was better. Jump up and your cares will soar away. The dark outskirts of the world. You're one up, girl. So jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no power up like dancing. No one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for this. Oh, let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, see. See, I remember some of the song. I know you want me to do an autotune. No, you can stop, David, but I'm not going to end up singing it in autotune. Yeah, all right. I don't want to blow up my voice. I recently played Xenoblade Definitive Edition because Jump Up Superstar is one of those songs that once I get going, like, dude, I belt it. Which is fine when I'm doing karaoke, but I recently played Xenoblade Definitive Edition, and God, it's so good. Was my first time with the series, and man, that story's amazing. Isn't it, though? I'm going to re-edit the stream. The stream name. What was the original stream name? It was Nintendo's E3 2021. There we go. Something like that. That was something like what the original title was. We'll do the birthday celebration tomorrow. We'll come in hot tomorrow with the Nintendo Prime birthday celebration. No, that'll be tomorrow night stream. Hot toddy stream. We're gonna have some fun. We'll reminisce on some of the best and maybe some of the worst moments at Nintendo Prime. There's been some low moments. I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid. I ain't scared. I ain't running away. I know who I am. I know my mistakes. The Brewers lose today? Pretty sure the Brewers lost today. Yeah, they lost 4-3. That's all right. They just came off an incredible series against the Dodgers. Ocarina of Time versus Link to the Past. Link to the Past was my first, and I always liked it better than Ocarina of Time. Maybe that's why. Ocarina of Time's not even in my top 10 Zelda games. People are always shocked when I say that, but it's been that way for quite a while. And by the way, it doesn't mean I don't like Ocarina of Time. Love Ocarina of Time. I literally wouldn't be a YouTuber if it wasn't for that game. That game got me into making Zelda websites when I was 12. It got me into fan sites and building things and running things. And ultimately, all of that led me to becoming a YouTuber. So, Ocarina of Time is de facto how I became a YouTuber. But that was when I was 12. A lot of time has passed since then. Yes, I edit my own videos. I make most of my own thumbnails, not all of them. You could tell when I have my thumbnail guy, Mason, who did all our E3 stuff. You could tell when he does the thumbnails and when I do the thumbnails. His thumbnails are just better. I think one of my kids is awake. I'll be right back. Time to use that be right back splash screen. I'm pretty sure one of my kids is awake. So be right back. And we're back. See how cool that was? I don't have any transition set up right now, so it was kind of like an instant hard transition. But yeah, I edit my own videos. Yeah, that song's great. It's a great song. Remember, we all of our E3 music, any music we pop off during E3, shout out Grant Kirkhope, composer for Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, World of Warcraft, Shadowlands, Ukulele, etc., etc., etc. Donkey Kong Country. Don't know if I said that. Conker's Bad Fur Day. All of those great games. He has graciously provided music for our E3 coverage. So, stay tuned for all that. I'm personally really excited about that. Some tracks for you guys, some beats from the one and only professional video game composer, Grant Kirkhope. Ray says, I may or may not be blind, but have you done an official E3 prediction video yet? Nope, I haven't. And I'm not going to. I gotta wait till all of the stuff is announced, and then we'll probably do a predictions podcast. We'll probably do a whole podcast dedicated to E3 predictions. Midnight Naomi, welcome to the stream. I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but thank you so much for your $10 make you holler notification complaining super chat. Damn it! I'm gonna sing it for you.
Damn it, why do I never get notifications when you go live? Can't stick around for too long. Have a good stream, my dude.
Welcome, Midnight Naomi. Sorry you can't stick around too long. Thank you so much for that super chat. We're gonna get your shot in for that. You're gonna get good old Dr. McGillicuddy shot for that. Thank you so much for stopping on by. I'm sorry you don't get notifications. I assume you have the bell hit. It could be a setting on YouTube. It could be a setting on your phone that's blocking the notifications. I don't know. I don't control them. I have no control over notifications at all. It kind of sucks. All I can tell you is subscribe, hit the bell icon. Make sure that your phone doesn't have the notifications turned off. Make sure your YouTube account doesn't have the notifications turned off. Make sure on the bell, set it to all notifications. There's two different things on the bell. I think one click is just like some notifications. There's a second click or whatever. Double click makes it all notifications. I don't know. You have to figure that out. Also, you can be on our Discord server. All of our videos get posted to our Discord server. I also tweet out almost all the videos and live streams on Twitter. I probably will start putting up the live streams on Instagram because I think Instagram is a lot better at sending out notifications than anything. So, cheers though, man. Thank you so much for the $10. I'm really sorry you weren't here earlier. We've been streaming a couple hours, so you could have probably enjoyed much more of the stream. Just so you're aware, Midnight Naomi, if you're still here, we will be streaming essentially around 8 or 9 p.m. every single night, Monday through Friday, all the way up to E3. And then we have our E3 streams, which are obviously during the day and really long. So, just so you're aware. So, if you're not getting a notification and it's Monday through Friday and it's around 8 p.m., 9 p.m., just go to YouTube and check out my channel. I'm probably streaming. Because my fiance started a work schedule that takes her to midnight, so now I stream at night when she's gone. So, cheers. Oh. You're not being an asshole, Turtle. I totally, you are completely correct. David Wise was Donkey Kong Country. Grant Kirkhope was DK64. Also the DK rap. Grant Kirkhope was the DK rap too. But you are completely correct, Turtle. Do not want to take credit away from David Wise. David Wise is one of my favorite composers in this industry. So you're not being a dick. It's good to properly associate who did what. You know, we don't want David Wise to get overlooked for his contributions to this video game industry. We need some peeps to sub. 666 is bad. Did we hit 666? We must have hit 666 tonight, huh? Well, yeah, we need more peeps to sub then. You know what's better? Let's get 777. Let's go 77,777. Of course, you guys can't see the 77, but still. Let's make it happen. go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. If you don't know how to hit that subscribe button, if you need extra help to find it, 1 second, I'll just give you a direct link. That's right. I can give you a direct link that checks to see if you're subscribed. If you are subscribed or think you're subscribed, it's always good to check it anyways, because sometimes YouTube will be like, we're going to unsub you from channels. I don't know why, but it happens. So that link I just threw out in the chat, that link will check if you are subscribed. You don't have to subscribe, by the way. If you're just checking it out, this is the first time you see Nintendo Prime, and you're like, I don't like this dude. That's cool. You don't have to sub. I'm not going to get mad about it. You know, there's a lot of content creators out there. I went from playing Adventure on the Atari 2600 to Legend of Zelda. Nice. Murr, the gravitational adept. Welcome to the stream. Jin Turkey says, what instrument would you want Link to play in Breath of the Wild 2 if they give him one to play with? I like harmonica or flute. Imagine they find a broken ocarina that needs to be restored. Violin. It's just a beautiful instrument. Always wanted him to play violin in the game. Gotta catch those Z's. If you're streaming tomorrow, most likely to be watching. See you then. Have a good one, Timmy.
Timmy Jr., good night.
666 is the number of the beast. We have a $5 super chat popping off from Midnight Naomi. Hell yeah, I got a voice modulator working now. Super pumped for this lead up to E3.
I'll be here, bro.
Cheers, man. Yeah, man. We're going to be using that voice. I'm going to be getting the pro version, so I'm going to have all the voice mods. You'll see. E3 is going to be nuts. We're going to have sound effects going off. We're going to have... Okay, so the big thing, I don't know if you guys know this. Maybe you do. Maybe it's why you're subscribed to my channel. I'm a big believer in practicality. So practical sets. So if you have someone like if you guys have ever seen like a Dr. Disrespect stream, right? Obviously everything in the stream but his get up, you know, his fake wig and all that is fake, right? It's all green screen material, right? Everything he does is on a green screen, and it's highly entertaining, right? The way he masters the green screen and the multiple camera angles and having, you know, the Champions Club in the locker room, and then when he's in the Lambo, and when you go outside of the Champions Club building, that's all done on like the same green screen, right? He's very good at it. It's all fake. It's all really cool. It's all highly entertaining. Doesn't mean you have to like Dr. Disrespect. I'm just pointing out that, like, you have him, and then you have, you know, obviously, let's say, RGT85, right? Pretty much every video RGT85 does, it's him sitting in his chair with a green screen. Nothing wrong with that. Literally, I was doing the same thing before. But my thing is, I'm a big believer in practical sets. So practical sets means you build out a professional looking set that has imagery and enough going on it that you don't need to necessarily do a bunch of fancy edits. Not only does this make editing easier and enable me to get 4K 60 videos out to you guys faster, what it does is it enables it to have this air of I guess like a professional kind of a feel to it, right? Like, I'm not trying to be professional. People have noted since I went to the set with part of the TV and the microphone in the background, and like everyone being like, "Man, dude, that like for a channel your size, this looks so professional." And like even people have even said your videos are so much better since you went to the set. Like even the way you talk is better. I've listened to like I've turned off the video and I've listened to like a video yesterday I did, and then I listened to one from like a year ago. I don't really sound any different in how I'm approaching the videos, but it's amazing what building out a practical set does, like what it adds to your perception of the quality of a video. It's actually less editing and easier to use a practical set. It's also more expensive to use a practical set. That set, those foam pads back there, I know a lot of people have them. Wasn't cheap. I spent over $120 on those damn foam pads. A TV dedicated to the set, most people don't do that. TVs can be cheap, but most people don't do that because it's really hard to film a TV, right? They don't figure out how to do the lighting just right to use a TV on their set because TVs are tricky. They're really tricky. Most people don't have $1,000 camera with professional lenses to be able to do it either. Okay? Like, I'm a big believer in practical sets. So while I will have some special effects and some sound effects, there's also going to be practical things. You know those like poppers? I guarantee we're going to have celebration poppers on set. That we're just going to and celebrate when big things happen. Like, I'm not knocking people that use all that stuff. It's fine. It's easy. Just like say someone like Beat 'em Ups, right? Love Beat 'em Ups. He's one of my favorite content creators. His backgrounds are typically, it's me standing in front of my gaming collection. That's another very popular setup on YouTube. I'm going to stand in front of my gaming collection. I have a gaming collection. I used to do videos like that. I still will have videos occasionally in front of my gaming collection. Occasionally. When it makes sense. I think it makes sense for a game review. Right? You know, because you can kind of like walk back to the shelf and grab the game. I think it makes sense in context with certain types of videos. But that's not me. It never felt like me. Right? I have a neat collection. I don't need to flex. I'd rather flex that I can design something that looks good, frames well, doesn't require good editing to make it entertaining. Again, not a knock on other YouTubers. Everyone does it different. And what I like about what I'm doing is now I'm doing it different. Right? I'm doing it different. And now I have a style to my videos you're not finding anywhere else. Not in the video game sphere, anyways. Isn't that kind of cool? Like now you watch a Nintendo Prime video and you know, yeah, that's a Nintendo Prime video. That's the way we're doing E3 this year. We're doing it bigger. We're doing it better. People are going to come to our stream and swear that we're IGN 8.0. That we're that damn good. That's how entertaining. That's how great our reactions are going to be. That's how awesome and our special guests and people are going to swear that they're watching a multi-million-dollar corporation put on a show during E3. That's my goal. And to do it in a way that doesn't cost millions of dollars, like it would for IGN. Big plans. Big ambitions. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Cheers to Midnight Naomi. I know we're going to do it. I'm confident. I've been building this vision for 4 years. 4 years building up to this moment. And now we're spending an entire month building out the set, doing tests like tonight's live stream where we figured out an audio issue. Amazing. Getting the voice mods to work. All of this is building up. All of this is a huge build-up. Massive build-up to what's to come to E3. You think tonight's stream is fun? You think tonight's stream is fun? Oh, just wait for E3. Whole different level. My worry with E3 is it's going to be so good. I'm going to set the bar so high that anything less than that for future streams, people are going to be like, what? Wow. You know, we'll settle in here. We got Nintendo Talk in the chat. Welcome, man. Welcome. Nintendo Talk is here in the chat. Did a $10 super chat. That is a cherry bomb. We haven't had any 15s yet tonight. A 15 will get us a Jägermeister. Well, we did have one cannonball at 25. Nintendo Talk obviously didn't know. Just got here for the stream. Been watching for 4 years now. Your E3 coverage is always top notch. Well, thank you so much for saying that. Nintendo Talk. I know we've had small chats in the past. Were you on a podcast? We know it wasn't you. It was that guy who sadly passed away. Was on a podcast with me. Or were you also on a podcast with me? I can't remember. And I know you know who I'm talking about. We don't need to go deep into that. It's a touchy subject when we lose people. Rest in peace. But yeah, like I know you've been watching me a long time. You're one of the OGs, and dude, it's crazy when I go back and look at my old videos and I look at my content now, and it's like, man, look where I went, look where I started, and look where I am now. It's crazy, right? Like my videos are so much better. I'm so much more comfortable in front of a camera. We almost made it happen. And yeah, technically the 4-year anniversary for this channel was 2 days ago. Tomorrow night, we are having a birthday celebration, a 4-year anniversary celebration tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night stream. Tune in, guys. It's going to be our birthday anniversary. Cheers. P. All hoping the camera doesn't get... Damn it, Robo P. I am deathly afraid. There's 3 things I'm afraid of. 1, my kids break this camera. For those who don't know, we bought a camera back in 2018. We fundraised for it as a channel. We were able to buy it before E3 and used that camera for years. My kid threw it. Got mad when I said no. Grabbed the tripod and threw it with the camera on. And the camera broke. Now, it wasn't like it was a $500 camera. Not cheap, but also in the world of cameras, not that expensive. So I decided if I have to buy a new camera, I'm not just going to get the same one. I could have got the same one. But I'm like, if I have to get a new camera, why wouldn't I just get a better camera? So I went with the next best camera, which was a Lumix G9, twice as expensive. In between that and right now, there's a $300 lens on that camera. If my kids break this camera before E3, I'm going to cry. It set me back $1,300 to buy that and the new lens. $1,300 I did not expect to come. Let's just say if it wasn't for a certain stimulus coming, we would not have been able to replace that camera. And I have no idea how the hell we pull off E3. So that's one of my fears, that my kids break the camera. They know better. They know what happens. They know how in trouble they are if that happens. But that's one fear I have. Another fear is that I'm going to get this whole set built. And one of my kids is going to wake up the night before E3. And they're going to come down here and decide, I'm mad at Dad, and start ripping panels off the wall, throw something at the TV and break it. And here we are the morning of E3, Eric and I sitting here staring at this and going, how the fuck do we pull this together now? That's the problem with kids. They're awesome, and I love them, but they're very destructive sometimes. And when your studio is at home, that's the hardest thing, is if they're mad, how do you keep them from breaking the things that they know matter to you? Yes, the door can be locked, but my kids broke through the door. My kids broke through the door. Let's be honest. They literally broke through the door. So now the lock doesn't work. Now, can I replace the door? Not anytime soon. Not before E3. But the door needs to be replaced. But yeah, I used to be able to lock it to keep them out. But they slammed into it so hard they broke it anyways. The solution I have now is the next door I put on it needs to be like one of those metal doors. So like it hurts when they hit it. Not, this wood one has some give. I need one that hurts when they hit. We had another $15 super chat, by the way, coming in from Midnight Naomi. Alrighty, take your shot. You got to bounce. See you in the next one. Later, Midnight. Hits us with the 15. That's a Yag bomb tonight, or Jaeger. I would like it to be a bomb, but I don't have any energy drink. But I do. I will chase it with Dr. Pepper, so it'll be kind of like energy. How big are these kids? 10, 7, and 5. They're not teenagers. Like a teenager wants to get into something, they're gonna get into something, right? But they're just kids are strong when they're angry. Anyways, I need to put a new door on. I just can't afford it right now, so it is what it is, I'll straight up buy you a new door. Well, it's a weird dimension too. I don't even know if a metal one exists at these dimensions. I can measure it and find out. So we got the door from Goodwill, the Goodwill warehouse. They have a warehouse where you can buy stuff. So we spent, I think, $200. That included the door and the whole frame. And now that I'm looking at the frame, it's not exactly. It's a little warped, but I didn't really care. It was an at-home project just to lock my kids out of my office. Love my kids, absolutely love my kids. I mean, heck, this door over here. So you guys might not know this. Only the OGs would know this. There is another room in here. So my studio is like this 20, I think it's 22 by 15-foot room. It's a pretty decent size, right? That's what my studio's in. So I got all my editing stuff, my streaming setup. I've got this set over here that's most everything. I got a kitchen over here. It's like we have like it's not, I wouldn't call it a kitchen, but there's a mini fridge, a microwave. My printer's over there as well. It's where we keep all our drinks, any quick snacks. Like if we're doing long streams like E3, snacks and all that stuff. We have a couch in here, wall-mounted 4K TV. This is where the Xbox and PlayStation goes into, and the Switch. I use this when I stream games. I don't stream games very often, but I do play games and watch TV down here sometimes. And anyways, that's actually the TV that E3 itself is going to be on, turned away from the wall, facing Eric and I. You guys are also going to be watching the same stream we're watching on that TV. So that it was strategically placed if I ever needed to do an E3 for my house. I didn't know at the time when I put it on the wall there would ever be an E3 done for my house. Originally, it was for Nintendo Directs, but haven't had a lot of those last year. Anyways, there's another set that's going to... Basically, the kitchen stuff's going to move up against the same wall the streaming TV's on and my computer desk is on. And then we're going to build a chill gamer set over here with the couch and some posters on the wall, a few knickknacks here and there. And that's going to be like kind of like a man cave / gamer kind of setup for certain types of casual talk videos, right? That aren't necessarily podcast videos or something. But again, that's in the future. But anyways, in this room, there's another room over here. It's a little tiny, 6.5 foot by 6.5 foot room. That used to be my office and studio. Originally, when we moved into this house, that was my office and studio. We did everything in there. I ran Zelda Informer, did all my video content in there, did Nintendo Prime's first ever videos in there. It was cramped as hell. I don't know how Eric and I would fit in there for the podcast. I don't know how we made it work. Like, I went in that room now. I don't know how we made it. Well, we just reclaimed that room. That room turned into a storage room where we were throwing all of my kids' stuff in there. When they would get in trouble and we'd take toys away, we would just start chucking it all in that back room. Well, the problem was that back room, once I came out here, there was 2 plans for that back room. The first original plan was it was a green screen room, right? So Eric and I painted the whole room green, and that was going to be the green screen room. Okay? So it didn't matter what wall I faced at, because there's a window in there. So it didn't matter what wall I faced at, which way the light was coming in from the light fixture and other lights and the natural light. It didn't matter, because I could stand anywhere in the room and it's a green screen. That was the original plan. Never got used because literally 2 days after we painted it, we started throwing my kids' stuff in there. So we reclaimed that room. So that room now has all my gaming collection set up on shelves that you've seen in some older videos. And now has a section for all my tools. So I have various tools I keep down here. I do have a workbench out in the garage as well. But a lot of the tools I keep in here because my kids tend to touch them less when they're in this back room than when they're out in the garage. So I actually know where my tools are at. It's kind of nice. Where all my batteries are charging. Camera equipment. I might start keeping my extra lenses and stuff in there as well. Right now they're on a shelf back here you guys can't see. I have a cabinet back there. I think I'm eventually going to move my camera equipment in there as well. Maybe even that whole shelving unit in there. We'll see. Depends on when we build the set over there. So right now, there's going to be basically... The way it works when we're done with the E3 set is we have the E3 set that we can always reuse the exact setup for the E3 set. In fact, that exact setup might become the new podcast set when we're all done. I don't know. Then there's there's still the normal angle you see now for my videos with the TV a little bit there and me sitting at a desk. We'll always have that set able to use. There's always the OG podcast set that we have now where we have the 2 desks against the wall with the TV right in the middle, right? We still have that with the foam panels. We'll have a set now that you can do just against this wall if I want. I'll always have the set where I can put the camera here, pointed back with my cameras. You guys remember when I was doing, not Prime News, but Here's the News, right? When I did a few episodes of that, handful of episodes of that just to try it out, where I had the computer monitors in the background. Obviously, that can always be a set. Now I have the gaming collection set, and then we're going to have a casual game. Look how many sets are built into such a small area. And what other YouTuber at 60,000 subs is even worrying about sets? Maybe they worry about, like, the one room they have their stuff in they make videos in. Like their bedroom. or maybe they happen to have a home office. So they put their camera behind their computer stuff, and then just whatever they set up in the backgrounds with the set. Like, who has sets at 60,000 subs? But I do, because I care about practical sets. I think practical sets I don't know if it adds an air. I'm not sure if it's professionalism. There's something I appreciate about practical sets. And I gotta say, I think the reason I like practical sets is because of Linus Tech Tips, of all places. Huge YouTube channel, 10 plus million, maybe 11 plus million subscribers. They have multiple channels now. They are big believers in practical sets. They have built out a ton of practical sets. They don't use green screens, like, hardly ever. And I like that. And because of that, I kind of got addicted to practical sets. The problem is it's expensive to build practical sets. They ain't cheap. So I've invested, just for our E3 set alone. Let me see. Just the set, not counting equipment. The set alone, I have spent $700 overall to build out our E3 set. If you include the equipment, the Stream Deck XL, I had to get a bunch of cables. Where are they? I'm not using them yet. Where did I set them? I thought I set them. Are they behind me? Where the heck? Hold on, one second. I gotta grab the cables. Oh, here they are. So, like, had to buy cables. So like this cable is a USB 3.1 to USB-C. We'll be using this for the Brio 4K camera. That's our camera number 2. That's the shooter that's going to be on Eric. That will make sense once you see some of our other stream layouts, why we need 2 cameras. So that's what this cable's for. This is a 10-foot cable for maximum flexibility, because we're not moving the actual streaming PC, which is the one I'm streaming from right now. So we need that 10-foot cable. We needed this. This is a 15-foot USB 3.1 extender. This is so we could take this Stream Deck XL. If I can lift it here, my Xbox controller's in the way. So I could take the Stream Deck XL and move it over to the podcast set away from here. So basically, the Stream Deck XL is the only way I'm really controlling everything happening with the stream. Right? We will have monitors showing me what's happening with the stream, but I won't actually be at the computer to do anything. Everything's going to be managed from the Stream Deck XL, and I needed this cable to be able to run it all the way to the side to buy that. And I have another USB extender. I'm actually kind of upset I didn't make it long enough. It's another 3.1 extender. This is so I could take my wireless mouse adapter and move it closer to the setup, because I do want to have wireless mouse and keyboard access to the streaming computer, not to mess with the stream itself, but in case something happens, in an emergency case where the E3 stream crashes, not my stream, but like Nintendo's in the middle of their presentation and the YouTube stream we're streaming out to you guys crashes. Oh shit, what do we do? Well, I got to be able to go on there and switch over to the Twitch stream. So I need a wireless keyboard and mouse access to mess with the TV part. But again, wireless mouse and keyboard more than like 3 feet from the computer doesn't work. So I need this to extend out the wireless signal. So I had to buy those specifically for E3. Literally, I have no use for them beyond E3. All 3 of those cables are useless to me, except for E3. I had to buy a new audio interface. I told you guys about that already months ago. So Stream Deck XL is $250. A new audio interface was $300. I mean, we've probably got $1,500 or so invested. That just to make the that's not counting. I owe another $500 to Mason. So $2,000 invested just to get our E3 show running. Then we got all the giveaways. So I don't know any other YouTube channel that takes E3 that serious. But I do, damn it. We just do it different here. We like to waste money to make you guys the best content we can. And obviously, everything I buy, besides those cables, everything else I buy has reuse purposes. Stream Deck XL, I can use that for every live stream I do ever, right? So the Stream Deck XL isn't an E3 only purchase. The set we build for E3 isn't an E3 only use. It's going to start with E3 and then be repurposed, right? So everything I'm doing is repurposeful and so you're not, it's not, that's how I could justify it, is I'm not just investing 40. Well, there's $120 itself that is literally just E3. But that'll make sense when you see the set. But otherwise the rest of it, all reusable. So it's an investment for E3, but an investment for the future. And then I got to think, all right, so that's E3 this year. What are we doing for E3 next year? If we're at home again, if they don't do E3 in person again and it's digital only, what am I doing next year? How do I build a different set then? I'll find a way. I'm crazy. I'm a crazy SOB. Hopefully by then we're at 100,000 subscribers, and we're including a nice little YouTube plaque in there, huh? Wouldn't it be cool to have the 100,000 subscriber plaque by next year's E3? A little ambitious. Let's just get to 70K before we worry about getting to 100, right? I wanted to be at 70K last year. We didn't get there, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Thank you so much. I know he's gone by now, but thank you so much for the Jaeger $15. What was it? Super chat we got from Midnight Naomi. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Having kids sounds terrible. I love my kids. Having kids is not easy. I'm not gonna sit here and like lie to you guys and be like, oh yeah, kids is such an easy thing. It's not. Having kids is both the greatest thing and the hardest thing you could ever do. Harder than any job, harder than college. It's having kids is a one-of-a-kind experience. And I have 3 of them. I wouldn't have 3 kids if I didn't like kids, right? Like, none of those kids were oops babies. Well, technically I'm a stepdad to the first one, and she was an oops baby, but she was my first kid, and we don't call myself stepdad. I'm her dad. Her biological dad wasn't there for 5 years. I'm her dad. So the other 2 boys, we had 2 boys and 1 girl. So the girl's the oldest. The 2 boys, they were planned. We wanted to have those kids. So I'm a parent by choice. I dated a girl that had a kid. I, knew she had a kid. I knew about it day one. And we ended up deciding to have kids ourselves later. Love my kids. Wouldn't give them back for the world. But yeah, it's stressful. It's very stressful. The number one stress in my life is my kids. And I love them. They provide a lot of joy as well. Sometimes it's hard to enjoy the joy that they bring sometimes because they can be really frustrating. But that's part of growing up. That's what kids are like. It's part of growing up. Our youngest is the sweetest though by far. We don't favor him. I purposely make sure that we don't play favorites with our kids, but he is the sweetest kid. He just is. His big sister is such a bully to him, and he just doesn't care and loves her anyways. Ironically, he's the kid who broke my camera. But, cough, cough, beat 'em ups. Just kidding. Dude, I love beat 'em ups. There's nothing wrong with having game and collect. Everyone else does that stuff. I'm a practical person. Practical sets, practical effects. We're still gonna have some special effects and stuff like that during E3, but it's more of that's a special occasion. We're combining the practical with the digital. Do you think we'll get a virtual console for the Switch? No. Just purchased a copy of a game I remember Digital Foundry did. Hot Shots Racing. Hot Shots Racing. I remember that game. I don't know if I like it. I've never tried it. Do you think Nintendo will make a next-gen Mario Kart 9? Yes. I think Mario Kart 9 is not coming until their next-gen system comes out. Do you think E3 itself will pay for this? That's a very good question. Ricky says I have 3 girls. And dude, I don't know if I can handle 3 girls. the boys bring their own challenges, but girls are a whole new level. Girls are a whole new level. But everyone has their own experiences. The girl stuff becomes more difficult once they hit puberty. But my daughter hasn't hit puberty yet. She's 10. She turns 11 in December. So we're getting there. We're getting to those puberty years. So we'll see what happens. It just got convinced not to have kids. It's all right. It's not for everyone. Not everyone's meant to be a parent. So here's the thing. Do I think E3 itself will pay for this? So I just mentioned how I've got about $2,000 invested in the set. There's another $1,000 invested in giveaways. And then we have companies that are partnered with us. That's why I said when we have thousands of dollars of stuff, I'm not kidding. I haven't totaled it yet. I probably will as an advertising point. Like we're giving away, $3,000 plus of, gamer gear and games. Like I'll probably eventually total it up, just for an advertising point. But only $1,000 cash has gone into the giveaways. But we have a lot of companies that are partnered with us. We have some, let's call them private investors that are providing some stuff for us that do not want to be named. So we'll leave it at that because I can't name them. It's providing some things for us. So we have a lot of stuff going into this E3. So do I think E3, those 4 days, do I think those 4 days I'm going to make $3,000 is basically what you're saying. Do you think E3 will make that money? We'll make it back? Well, let's do some math. So tonight, we've made $75 in super. Now, granted, some of the super chats were from me. So let's say $70 in super chats. Okay, so let's do some math. So let's say that when we do E3, we've been streaming now for about 2.5 hours, and I made $74. I want to let you guys know we don't make any money on these live streams from ads. Like it's like $2. It's like nothing. I'd make more money making a standard video than I would live streaming just from ads. So let's go $70, in 2.5 hours. Let's assume we're streaming for 12 hours a day and we're making $70 every 2.5 hours. Because the only money we're going to make is from you guys, right? Because the streams don't make money otherwise. So the only money we'll make is from you guys. So you got $70 time 2.5 hours. Let's go 2, 4, 6. Let's times it by 5 per day. So that's $350 a day times 4 days. It gets us to $1,400. That's not even, that's half. That's not like a little less than half. Now we're gonna have videos coming out to year 3. Let's assume each of those videos, for some reason, makes $20, which is my videos don't make $20 usually. But let's assume they make $20, and let's say I make 8 of those. Actually, let's go with 12 of those because I usually go a little nuts. So 12 videos and times 20, that gets us another $240. Let's just say I'd be surprised if we make $2,000 during E3. So no, we're gonna lose money during E3. But that's okay. What do I keep telling people every time they ask me, hey, do you got any tips for getting started on YouTube? The number one thing, don't worry about money. Don't do YouTube for money. The biggest thing. Don't do YouTube for money. Now, why do I invest all my free money into this? Because this is a passion of mine. This is a big hobby of mine. I love doing it. And it's an investment in myself. And it's an investment in the channel. And it's an investment in all of you. I'm giving back to people who need it. Right? A bunch of people could use free consoles, free games, free Skyward Sword Joy-Con, free collector's items. People want these things. They can't afford them for themselves. They can't get pre-orders for them. They can't get this stuff. They can't afford it. The pandemic has crippled them. Some people that are going to win during this giveaway are barely getting by, and they're only getting by because they got rent forgiveness from some bill passed in their town. Right? Like, a lot of people that are going to win are going to need this stuff. Like, not need, but can use this stuff to make their lives just a little bit better. Hundreds of winners are coming out of E3. Hundreds of winners are coming out of E3. Hundreds of people during E3 on our streams are walking away with something. That matters to me. Matters to me way more than turning E3 into something that pays me back or makes profits for me. And yeah, the channel will probably grow a little bit. I don't know how much. I don't know how many people are going to be watching the E3 streams. Maybe we only have 100 people watching. Maybe we have 1,000 people watching. I have no idea. I don't know how many people will be tuned into those E3 streams. Tonight we peaked at, what was our peak tonight? Let me see if it'll show. The peak was 93. Tonight we peaked at 93. Okay? 93 while it not being E3. During E3 with giveaways, I'm expecting probably at least 150, maybe 200 viewers. I'm expecting that to be like our minimum, right? Our floor is, 100 live, likely averaging 150, probably hitting 200 sometimes. That's like in my mind, I'm working with my presumption, right? Because I've seen what giveaways do to views. Giveaways make viewers go up. So yeah, like we're gonna have decent views. Like a bare minimum, we're gonna have probably at least double the views we had tonight during E3. But maybe we have way more than that. Maybe we have 1,000. Maybe other YouTubers, Game Over Jesse, Andres Restart, and others push people to come watch my coverage. Especially when they come on as special guests. Maybe HMK starts shouting me out. I have no idea. Maybe we just have like the biggest E3 stream ever. Maybe we somehow beat IGN's live viewer count of 80,000 or whatever the frick they have. There's no way hell we're beating that. But I'm just saying, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe our channel goes from 67,000 subscribers at the time to 90,000. I have no idea. Or we lose subscribers in E3. Inexplicably, giving away a bunch of stuff makes people not want to be part of our channel. I have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is, definitively, hundreds of people will have something they didn't have before our live stream existed. Hundreds of people will walk away with something that helps them get a little bit happier for at least a moment in time. It feels good to win. It brings joy to be a winner. And hundreds of people will experience that. Hopefully thousands. Because even if they don't win a prize, I hope they feel like a winner for being part of it. Being part of what I hope is the #1 E3 show on YouTube. Maybe not in terms of viewers, but in terms of quality. If I happen to make money during E3, that's a bonus. But based on the math, I'm and by the way, the whole $70 in 2.5 hours, I don't make $70 per live stream. Holy shit. This has been a abnormal live stream. I've had live streams where I made more than this, but I usually don't make that kind of money. I usually don't. Not unless it's a special occasion. Birthday. When it's my birthday, people donate like crazy. I'll probably make a couple $100 on my birthday. The anniversary of the channel that we're celebrating tomorrow might make $100 tomorrow just because it's the anniversary. Not normal. It's not normal. I don't usually get a ton of super chats, but maybe E3 will be different. And by the way, you can't buy your way into the tournaments, into the playing against Eric and I. You can't buy that. You also can't buy your way into winning prizes during E3. Very clear. Everyone has the same chance to win. There is not going to be any people buying extra entries or anything like that. Not possible. Nintendo Academy. How's it going? Nintendo Academy did a $5 super chat. I propose we join forces and I bring all of my giveaway items to your stream. Super mega. Whoa. Nintendo Academy. I think I've heard of you before. Hold on. Let me look you up here. I think you're a YouTube channel, right? Nintendo Academy. I've definitely heard of you before. I know you're a small YouTuber. You got what, 3,490 subscribers? How's it going, man? Your last upload was when? Was it today? Yesterday? 7 hours ago? Oh, you're talking about that phone. Yeah, I saw that phone patent. I'm not gonna mention. I don't want to go deeper than that because there might be a video on it that I'm doing in the future. I was already doing some research on it, but maybe I'll watch your video. I'll keep your channel up so I watch it tomorrow. Here, I'll throw you a sub quick too. I'll subscribe to you quick. Just because you super chatted. Thank you so much. No, you can't buy me something. I'm being nice tonight. Cheers, man. Nintendo Switch giveaway reveal. And you're giving away a copy of Monster Hunter Rise, I assume? Are you giving away a Monster Hunter Rise Switch? That's legit. Just for that, people, go check out Nintendo Academy on YouTube. Here, I'm gonna link his channel. You're welcome. I'm gonna link Nintendo. I don't know if the giveaway ended. I don't think it has. I don't see an announcement. I'm doing it right now. I'm giving away right now. Bam! Go check out Nintendo Academy. He's giving away a Monster Hunter Rise Special Edition Switch, or he's giving away a copy of Monster Hunter Rise. I'm not sure. He has an unboxing / giveaway, so maybe he's giving away the Switch, or I don't know. He can let you know in the chat. He's got a giveaway going on though. Go check him out. You're a big fan? Thanks, man. Hey, Nintendo Academy. Hit me up on my Discord. We have a Discord link down in the description, or hit me up on Twitter. We can maybe work something out about you coming on as a special guest during our show. We already have we have another small Andre's Restarts coming on. He's only at like 9,000 subscribers. He's coming on. We have some bigger people too. We have Game Over Jesse. He's almost at 100K. We have HMK coming on. He's like 150, 160K. But if you want to come on and be a special guest on our show, hit me up. Hit up my Twitter DMs, or hit me up on Discord. All right, we can set something up so you can come on the show, feature you on the show, get your opinions on things. We're streaming 4 days, 12 hours. We need all the special guests we can get, man. Come on in. Come be part of the celebration. Plus, it's really good attention for your channel. I don't know if you're doing your own stuff, your own live streams, your own videos. Of course, I assume you're doing at least videos about E3. But I guarantee you, as long as you come in prepared, my audience will eat you alive. I'm letting you know right now, you come in and you don't know your shit, my audience will tear you apart. But you come in, you got it, you sound good, right? Like you got good sound quality, because people aren't gonna, if you got echoes going on like crazy, people aren't gonna be into that. But you got good sound quality and good takes, right? You never know. You might just gain, a few hundred, maybe a few thousand subscribers yourself. You never know. Ricky! Hold on. Go,
Ricky. It's not my birthday, but I'm gonna party like it's my birthday. Gonna sip some crazy stuff because it's not my birthday. But you gave me $50 anyway. That is a big super chat.
Let's go back to the normal voice. Ricky, what are you doing? That's a big super chat. Why? $50? Thank you so much. Ricky. Again, guys, I'm not doing E3 for profits. Okay? I want to be doing this stuff for E3 if I didn't believe in helping you guys out. Helping people out. That's what I try to do with this channel. Yes, there is in the back of my mind, this long, far off goal. By the way, Jacko Blast is the $50 one. This stuff is 4 years old, and here's how it was closed. Look, here's the bottle, right? Here's the cap. 1, 2, 3. That's how it was closed. Now watch me close it all the way. 7 more turns. So, 4 years of not being sealed. Feels like dangerous, but honestly, I've had enough alcohol at this point. It'll kill whatever's in this thing. Maybe I'll take a swig of beer after. But thank you, Ricky. You guys don't have to come in big like that. I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much, Ricky. You guys don't have to do big stuff like that. I appreciate when it happens. It happens on rare occasions. Thank you so much. Ricky, if you're not a member, why don't you go hit the join button? Become part of the club. Become part of the club. I think our lowest tier membership is just $3. Way cheaper than the 50 you just gave. But thank you guys so much. Again, tomorrow we'll be celebrating the 4th anniversary of the channel on live stream. We'll have videos as well. I can tell you right now, I don't have a Zelda video at the moment planned to happen tomorrow. We don't just do Zelda at this channel. You guys have been following this channel. We do all Nintendo. So We'll see. I have an idea for a video tomorrow if no big news drops. I'm hoping some big news drops, though. You know, I'd rather cover big news. People come to my channel. They like the rumors. They like the talk, the speculation. But, I mean, real news is always the best news, right? Let's get some E3 announcements. Let's get, some hype going. Otherwise, the video I have planned for tomorrow, I don't think it's going to get a ton of views, but maybe it will. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll see. Thank you so much, Ricky. Let's see what this Jackal Blast tastes 4 years later. I mean, it looks like rum. You know what saved that? Pumpkin. Pumpkin is such a such a strong flavor. Thanks for sharing every bit of news you get on Zelda 35th. It has helped me keep at ease on a year with very low formal communications. Greetings from Mexico. Thank you. What is it? How do you pronounce it? Is it Kelso Ramirez or Celso? I'm not exactly sure how that's pronounced. Yeah, no problem. Obviously, I have no idea what's going to happen for Zelda's 35th anniversary, personally. Except that I'm very confident Breath of the Wild 2 is part of it. If not this year, before the end of the fiscal year. I mean, I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd bet my channel that Breath of the Wild 2 comes out before the end of this fiscal year, March 2022. Soft C. Okay. Don't get too sloshed. Gotta say, oh, I'm all right, Josh. I'm good. I'm probably about 3 shots away from cutting myself off. Yeah, I can handle my liquor. I'm a big boy. I can handle my liquor. It's Celso. Okay. Kind of like Kelso from that 70s show, right? Thanks, Sad Vasquez. Do you think we'll get a new Rayman game after 8 years of not including the port to Switch? A new Rayman game. Gosh. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know they ported the Wii U Rayman game. I don't know. It's just not a big seller for Ubisoft, you know? All these AAA companies are really focused on games that sell really big. Like, I'm actually surprised we're getting more Metroid games. Other M sold like shit. Metroid Prime 3 sold like shit. Metroid Prime Hunters sold like shit. Samus Returns did okay. But Samus games in general don't sell that well in comparative to other IPs. Like, I'm honestly surprised Metroid is stuck around, but F-Zero didn't. F-Zero sales were better than Metroid. Now, F-Zero comparative to Mario Kart, no. And maybe that's why. Maybe they're like, hey, any idea we have for F-Zero, why don't we just do it in Mario Kart? I get it. But you can have more than one racer, just like Nintendo. Make another action-adventure game. We shouldn't just have Zelda. You can have more than Zelda. Let's have another franchise that's action-adventure. Come on, Nintendo. I mean, all at one time, you give us multiple JRPGs, Pandora's Tower, Xenoblade Chronicles, and what was the third one? God, what was the third? Remember Operation Rainfall? What was that third one? Those are the two I always remember, because those are my two favorites from the 3. But there was a third game in that trilogy of JRPGs that we all worked as fans to get over here. How about 150 more to finish me on? What, you mean 3 $50 donations more? To end my night, because I said I could take 3 more and then I cut off. Well, you got about 6 minutes. I got to cut off around midnight. My time. It's 11:54 p.m. CT. I could probably go till 12:10. I can maybe go 10 minutes over. There's a couple of things I gotta pick up upstairs before Yulia gets home. My fiance works till midnight. It takes her about a half hour to get home from work. So I have to. There's a couple things upstairs I gotta kind of tidy up a little bit from the kids. It's actually not that bad, but I gotta do that before she gets home, because I don't want her to come home to a messy house, right? She just got done working an 8-hour shift, you know. And she does in-home care, which those people are so underappreciated. You know, you want to talk about jobs where, you know, you're an essential employee. You know, there was like this big emphasis on essential employees last year. She's a caregiver. She is essential. She didn't get off. She had to work extra hours because people were getting COVID at her work. So she had to keep going in and covering and doing extra shifts and working 12, 16-hour shifts. And they don't get paid shit. It's dumb. It's stupid. Caregivers are literally taking care of people's lives and they make like no money. It's so dumb. But she cares about people. If you can't tell, like, I have this caring attitude where I want to put a smile on people's faces with all these giveaways and stuff. Of course, I'm with a person that really cares about people too, who loves that I do giveaways, loves that we bring smiles to people's faces. So of course she supports what I do on YouTube. She's not into gaming that much. She really likes Animal Crossing. But besides Animal Crossing, she's not big into gaming. But she knows I'm passionate about it, and she knows I use my channel to help people when I can. Yeah, in an ideal world, I do this for a living where I make enough to support my family and then have extra to give away. That's my ultimate goal, right? I'm not even sure what the threshold is for that. Probably, the channel probably needs to make at least $2,500 a month consistently for like 6 months straight before I would consider quitting my job. But let's not get there. We're not worried about that right now. We're worried about having some fun on this live stream. Mother Such Earthbound would be great. I also think that steampunk game. You're talking about God, that Abraham Lincoln game. Project Steam? I don't think the end. Oh, it wasn't called Project Steam at the end, was it? Anyways, I know what game you're talking about on 3DS. That was more like that was like a cross between an RPG and a Fire Emblem game, right? It was kind of like a cross between game. I wouldn't call it an action adventure. It was more like a strategy RPG. Something like that. I wouldn't call that an action adventure. It definitely wasn't like Zelda. Secret of Mana is closer to what Zelda is, even though it's an RPG. Than that game was. Mother Earthbound, definitely more RPG, action adventure. Mother/Earthbound is definitely closer to Zelda than I think that game. Maybe they use the money from Super Smash Ultimate to help Metroid happen again. No. They don't need the money from that. What I think is weird about Metroid, right, is besides it not being a big seller and somehow it's still around, and I think it's probably around just because, I don't want to say this, but like I think it's because it's Nintendo's game that has that female lead character, and Nintendo values that the rest of the industry respects that they have an IP with a female lead. I honestly think that's why it survived. Well, F-Zero did not. I don't like to, boil it down to like a political thing like that, or whatever. But I feel like that's why Metroid's still around. Which, thank God, because Metroid's freaking amazing. Literally, that and Castlevania. Why do we think we call it Metroidvania? They're the foundations of an entire genre, right? So thank God it's still around. I'm so happy. I love Metroid. It's weird. Here's the weird thing. I love Metroid. I have beaten every single Metroid game that's ever released, including Prime Hunters, including Metroid Pinball, right? I've beaten all of the Metroid games. I remember zero of the story. I can go on and on passionately about the entire history of Hyrule. From Skyward Sword all the way to 10,000 years later, after everything with Breath of the Wild. I could go in depth for hours. I remember zero of the story of Metroid. Isn't that crazy? I beat all the games and the story just doesn't stick in my head. But the gameplay is so great. I love the gameplay in Metroid. Curbster! Thank you! Thank you for showing up. I know what you're talking about, right? The giveaway, the $20? I got you. You messaged me on Discord the other day. So your emails were going to my spam folder. I just saw the emails today. I was busy making those. I made 2 videos today, so I was kind of busy. I didn't have a chance to respond. I did see you message me. Was that you that messaged me on Discord, Curbster? I've been trying to get a hold of you, but like your emails went to my spam folder. I hate when that happens. I don't understand how like Gmail chooses which emails go to spam and which don't. There's like no consistency. So dumb. Dude, I got you. I know you're a $20 winner. I got you. God. What'd you win that, like 3 weeks ago? On live stream, right? Wasn't it a live stream giveaway? Pretty sure that was a live stream giveaway. I got you. Hit me up on... So you were the one that hit me up on Discord. All right. It was... Got it. You are pint-sized Luigi. Gotcha. All right. I'll get you that code tomorrow. Message me tomorrow on Discord, and I'll get it to you. But yeah, your emails were going to spam. I check my spam about once a month, and I kind of go through like a couple weeks of it because sometimes some of the codes were given away for games during E3 were in my spam folder, even though I email them first. I email them, they email me back, they reply to my email, and it goes in the spam. How does that happen? I emailed them, they reply to my email, and it goes in the spam. How? Why? That makes no sense. I don't understand it, but we go through Gmail for Nathan at NintendoPrime.net is through Gmail. It is what it is. Maybe I'll switch off Gmail someday with it, but I've been using Gmail a long time, so I kind of know the ins and outs. Yeah, sorry about the cursor. We'll get you. Google really hate me hat. It's ridiculous. I don't control what goes to spam and what doesn't. It's just dumb. It's dumb. And during E3, it's going to be interesting because I'm trying to link a lot of the giveaways to emails so I can get a hold of people. It's dumb. It's just so dumb. I'm scared for E3. I'm going to be hitting that spam folder all E3 for my giveaways. It's going to be crazy. Because Eric's handling all the shipping. Now some things are digital codes. Then I can just directly email them to people during E3. But some things that are physical products, obviously we got to ship them. So yeah, shipping addresses and all that jazz. Just tuning in. Has Zelda's 35th been discussed yet? The real elephant in the room. What's up, Nick Aguirre? We're actually winding down the stream. We got about 8 minutes left. Zelda's 35th anniversary. I think Nintendo's blowing it out at E3. Now, by blowing it out, I don't think they're going to do as much as they did with Mario. So we already have Skyward Sword announced. I think Breath of the Wild 2 is going to land by March 2022. So sometime between now and March 2022, we're going to get Breath of the Wild 2. Besides that, I think we're getting Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD. And that's the only things I think for sure are happening in the next 9 months. Besides that, I mean, maybe we get Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, at least N64 ports you can buy on the eShop. I have no idea. Like, maybe we get more. But I'm pretty confident Twilight Princess and the Wind Waker, easy ports, either individually or packaged together, easy ports from Wii U that we'll get in the next 9 months. I think we're going to get Breath of the Wild 2, and then obviously we have Skyward Sword HD. So I think we're going to hear about all this at E3. Whatever Nintendo has going on, I think they're going to announce at E3. Now, I don't think Zelda is the only thing they're talking about at E3, to be clear. But I do think there's going to be like a 15-minute segment of their show that's going to be about the Zelda stuff. I mean, I hope it's like 12 minutes of Breath of the Wild 2. 3 minutes of everything else. I'll take that. I'm throwing out a 12-month Nintendo Online membership on this chat in support of Nintendo Academy. Save it, Nintendo Academy. Save it. Wait for E3. We'll talk behind the scenes. We'll organize it. We'll organize. Whatever you want to give towards the giveaway pool, we'll organize it. And we'll mention that you're the sponsor for those giveaways. You could even be there live on stream if you want for those giveaways. But we're going to make it official. Like if you have some collector's items you want to include, the big thing about the collector's items is that, well, we'll talk behind the scenes. It's basically that we want them on hand so we can show them up close. Stuff like that. And we'll handle all the shipping. Even if it ends up going international. Some things you can't ship internationally. There's restrictions, but yeah. Just save it, Nintendo Academy. Don't go nuts. Did you gain a bunch of subs already? I can't see what your subscribers are. 3.49 is last I saw. Are you at 3.5? Oh, you're at 3.5. Is that why you're excited? You're excited? You were at 3.49 and now you're at 3.5. Are you excited? Yeah, he's got a giveaway going on his channel right now. You guys don't go check it out. I think it's still going on. I'm checking his community tab. Maybe, did he announce the winner? No, he didn't announce the winner. No. So go check. I haven't actually watched any of his videos yet. I'll watch. I'll definitely watch. Which one here? I'll watch your phone patent one, and I'll probably watch your Pro Controller video. Because I got to make sure. But before I have you on the show, I got to make sure we're gonna vibe, right? You got to have good vibes. You, me, and Eric. Eric, who's the co-host of my podcast. I got to make sure we have good vibes. You know, I can't have someone come on where it's kind of an awkward. It's not. It's probably not even you. It's probably me. I don't get along with everybody. I'm blocked. Like ZHugeX, he has me blocked on Twitter. I just noticed today he blocked me on Twitter. I had no idea why he blocked me. I've never had a conversation. I've never talked to him in my entire life, and he blocked me. So apparently people don't like me sometimes. I guess I'm just an unlikable guy. I don't know. I've been holding out to play Majora's Mask again for the 100th time. Nice. Oracle of Ages Seasons remake. Oh, yes. Oracle of Ages and Seasons remakes. Throw the Minish cap in as well. Get the entire Capcom trilogy out there. I know Arlo put out a video day. Nintendo had executives that were, producing the game. That they weren't on the ground floor writing the damn code. Okay. People don't understand what directors do versus the people that make the game. Directors are important. I love your channel, dude. Been watching your channel a lot lately. Well, thanks, Nick Aguirre. Thank you for that. I also miss OG Paper Mario, says Curbster. 64, 1,000 Year Door. If Paper Mario can go back to that. Dude, everyone's been waiting for 1,000 Year Door to come back. I don't think they're going to do anything like that. I'm giving away 7 Nintendo Switch. Get out. I mean, maybe you really are. I shouldn't doubt you. Maybe you're just over there. You got that college money, don't you? Right? I have no idea how old you are, but I'm like... Maybe he's just rocking there. He's got all his college grants. He's got like $6,000 in college grants just sitting in his bank. And he's like, yeah, dude, 7 Switches. Got that shit. Did you like Hyrule Warriors? I liked the original. I liked Legends. And I liked Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity as well. I liked all of them. I did not buy Hyrule Warriors on Switch, even though it's like the definitive version, right? It has Legends and the original, everything put together, all in HD, Linkle, all that stuff. Because I already beat Legends and I already beat the original Hyrule Warriors. I didn't really feel like I needed to replay that, so I did. But yeah, I like them all. And if you haven't played the original Hyrule Warriors, absolutely buy the definitive edition. 7 Switches, that's more than the house I'm in. You mean those 7 Switches? You could like line them up and like build a roof with them, and that's bigger than your house. Is that what you're trying to say? The box you live in on the side of the... I shouldn't say that. That's kind of mean. There are people that literally live in boxes. Well, imagine if you were small enough that you could live in a Switch box. What, do you have to be like a mouse? I know we would get along. All right. We're going to wrap up the stream. Harsh blow. A bit off, but do you think Ninja Gaiden Collection will get a physical release in the West? Ooh, that's a good question. It's all right that's off topic a little bit. Anton George, thank you so much for chiming in. Thanks for the question. I always appreciate when people chime in that I haven't talked to before. I think this is the first question I've ever had from you over the years. I get this feeling that we're not going to get a physical collection or a physical release of it. It's dumb, right? Like Ninja Gaiden used to be that it used to be a household name, right? Ninja Gaiden, that's a big deal. That's up there with Street Fighter 5. That's up there. I mean, it's a big deal. Like Ninja Gaiden, Metal Gear Solid, Zelda, Mario. Like it's a big deal. But I think the sales lately on that IP, just based on what I recall, and this is from VG Charts, which VG Charts is not like the most accurate of information all the time. They get it right eventually because they update it with the real numbers eventually. But what I saw, it really wasn't selling like well enough for a physical release. But I mean, we have indie games, limited run games throws out physical releases of indie games, so you can never say never. So I won't say it's not possible. And Ninja Gaiden definitely is a known brand. So there's a chance. I just personally don't think it's gonna happen. Sorry, I hope that didn't burst your bubble. Like, I don't actually know. It's not like I have inside information on it. Do you think Nintendo Switch Online is a bad alternative for Virtual Console? I think the way they're doing it at the moment is bad. I think it could eventually be good. So what I mean is, when Nintendo Online, I'm just going to say Nintendo Online because I think they're going to carry this over to other systems, so it's not just Nintendo Switch Online. I think once it adds N64, GameCube, Wii, Game Boy Color included in that, Game Boy Advance, and DS, I'll let them rest on DS and Wii U for a while. But once it adds all of those to the platform, which again, I don't think it's going to do for like 10 years. But when they do, in the same way they did SNES and NES, then absolutely, it's a worthy replacement for Virtual Console. Right now, it's a poor replacement because it has less games. But when that happens, and I think it's when, not if, then it's a good replacement. It's just going to be a while. That's all. Nintendo is really biding their time. I don't think they're even going to add N64 till I think they're going to release an N64 Classic before they release N64 on it. I think they're going to try to double dip. They're going to release the N64 Classic and then a year later do N64 added the Switch. I'm just presuming. I don't actually know. Hopefully, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time get a physical release in eShop. Nintendo's gonna fully release Pikmin 4. Oh my god, Pikmin 4 Ziploc. Welcome to the stream. Dude, how long have we been told? Pikmin 4 is done. Pikmin 4 is done. Pikmin 4 is complete. Pikmin 4 is almost done. God, Pikmin 4 has been done for like 8 years. Not 8 years, but what was it? 5 years? 6 years? The Pikmin 4 has been almost done. I don't know if we're ever getting that game. I don't know that it even exists anymore. I wonder if like halfway through development, it got turned into Hey Pikmin. I'm not even sure that it actually exists. Arlo did a video on that once where he talked about, whether Pikmin 4 is actually Pikmin 4 or was really talking about Hey Pikmin. He does a much deeper dive. He's much more knowledgeable in the Pikmin franchise than I am. There's been so much talk about N64 in eShop. This is a no-brainer. Yeah, I know. And I still don't think it's happening anytime. They value those N64 games so much. And I get it. Those N64 games are great. They are valuable. Look what they just did with 3D All-Stars. They're valuable games. So, we'll see. They should add 3DS since it's a dead console. They won't. That's very Nintendo-esque. The pressure is on top. Yeah, dude, Breath of the Wild 2 has a lot of pressure. It can't be, like, I think the Zelda team knows it, too. And I think that's why we haven't seen it. COVID and all that obviously affected things, but Breath of the Wild 2 is under immense pressure. Because Breath of the Wild, it's the peak. Breath of the Wild is the peak. We've never seen a Zelda game cross 9 million in sales. Now we have one that crossed 20 on a single platform. I think it's like 23 if you include Wii U. We've never seen that from Zelda. Zelda has never sold like a Mario game. It's doing Mario sales. So, Breath of the Wild 2 is a ton of pressure. Can it live up to it? We'll see. I hope so. I'm pretty excited, but again, we're working on the same trailer we got for the reveal, which was obviously a pretty sick trailer. I think we can all say that Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, that was a pretty sick trailer. But most of what makes it sick is not knowing what the hell is going on and all the speculation around it, right? All the theories. There's a billion theories around that trailer. One of them's probably right. I guess I'd be stuck playing Super Smart. Unpopular opinion, but I missed a linear story. Happens. All right, I gotta go. I stayed 4 minutes later than I planned. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was a fun stream. Be sure to come back tomorrow night around 8 or 9 p.m., probably 8 CT. We will be doing a happy birthday stream for this channel. 4 years old, 4th anniversary, happening tomorrow. Glad to see you then. Thank you so much who super chatted and supported us tonight. If I have a quick, here's a quick shout out to all the super chats tonight. We had a $50 one from Ricky, $5 from Nintendo Academy, 15 from Naomi, 10 from Nintendo Talk, 5 from Midnight. There were some other ones as well that aren't showing up for some reason. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support tonight, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the 4th anniversary on our live stream of Nintendo Prime. Peace.